out. Alexander was there. Bahaja gets first kick of the match up towards centre-half forward. Essendon go forward. Now the hand pass comes out towards Van der Haar. Van der Haar at centre-half forward can go for the long kick. He'll put it just about in the 10-metre square. In it comes, and the phone mark down there to Essendon. Brought in by Max Crowe. Crowe just about in the square. And so first score of the day certainly will be coming up to the Bombers.
That's if he doesn't kick it out of bounds. He can do that too, Pete, you know.
Yes, although in the recent match we saw him kick about 4 goals straight, so we'll just have to wait and see. Max Crowe from 15 metres out, kicking towards the main scoreboard end. I think he might have missed it. Hit the post. Well, as you mentioned, Lou, Max Crowe, a very, very unpredictable kick at goal, and certainly living up to his reputation in the first minute here of the encounter at VFL Park. But the Bombers, nevertheless, getting first score on the board, 1 behind 1 point, as we wait the ball to be driven back into play. Crowd round about the 55 to 60,000 mark here at VFL Park. Justin Madden goes for the tap, looks for Bahaja. It's over the head of Carey. He couldn't take it. In comes Donnell, goes for the hand pass. Neagle on the centre square. Puts the ball high and towards centre-half forward. Schultz underneath it. Mark almost taken down there. Here's Chris Smith. Smith from centre-half back. The Fitzroy centre-half back player out towards McMahon. Getting grabbed a little bit too high, but he'll take the free kick at half-back.
Free kick to McMahon at centre-half back. Gets the ball out wide. A chance now for Fitzroy to go and attack through Herbert over to Parrish. Back to Wilson. This looks dangerous up there towards the full forward position. A good mark to Merritt. Well defended by Merritt. Decides to come out to the members' side. Goes for a hand pass. The ball coming back there from Clark over to Stoneham. Not a very good kick, but it's found its mark. Picked up by Hawker at half-back. Another hand pass to Terry Danaher. Oh, it's a kick up there wide, and Essendon doing pretty well as we see Bahaja with a long kick looking for Madden. Crowe at the back, got the sit, taps the ball away. Out it comes now to Serafini. Good play, shows a lot of dash, this Italian boy. He's clear, but gets a hand pass to Francis. Umpire said play on as the ball is sent out wide. Herbert clear. Herbert of Fitzroy with a long kick up there looking for Parrish. At the back it's Clark. It beats them both. It's Parrish off the mark first, and the ball is out of bounds. Out of bounds about point, I should say. Ball out of bounds about 25 metres around from the Fitzroy goal. Point in 17, Parrish 27. I'm sorry about that. The ball back into play again. It'll be Rendell and Justin Madden. It comes down there to Stoneham. He covers the ball, can't get clear. Finally gets a hand pass out. It's picked up by Wilson, trying to weave his way through the pack. And the umpire said too high. It'll be a free kick to Fitzroy. It'll be Parrish, I think, to take the free kick this time. Parrish will have the free kick down there in the forward pocket position, about 30 metres out from goal. There he is. There's the distance on your screen. Perfect day for football. The crowd round about the 60,000 mark. We should see a real rip-roaring game here between these two sides. A cutthroat match as Parrish fires for the goals. I think he may have put this through. He has a goal. So Fitzroy up to a great start. 1 goal, 6 points to Essendon, 1 point only.
Well, fine kick at goal by Les Parrish. He made no mistake. He was very close to the boundary line, went back, took deliberate aim, and put it through for the first goal of the match. And a great start to Fitzroy, after Max Crowe could have done the same for Essendon, but hit the post in the first 30 seconds of play. 5 points the difference in the Channel 7 Elimination Final from VFL Park. Umpire Neville Nash coming in to bounce the ball, centre of the ground, quite hard as a matter of fact. Favours Alexander, who takes it from the centre and puts Fitzroy into attack towards half forward. Stoneham on the edge of the square. Justin Madden in front. Ball knocked away by Chris Smith again. We're all having trouble trying to pick it up. Francis goes for the handball. Donnell is there, number 7, his opposite number. Donnell, the former Queenslander, has a little bit of trouble with Grant Laurie, one of the best half-back flankers in the league at the moment. Driven out of the danger zone for Fitzroy. Terry Danaher at the back. Folds. Goes for the handball. Terry Danaher again. Towards right half forward. Neagle. A little bit short of that position, actually, between the wing and half forward flank. He's gone for the handball. Folds making position. Long kick by him. Looking for Van der Haar or Madden. Crowe's in there. Spinning around out of the pack. Has a shot at goal. It won't be a score, I don't think. Might have just scraped in for a behind. Yes, it has. So 2 points to Max Crowe from a snapshot and a deliberate shot. And so the difference now is 4 points. So Max Crowe putting Essendon's score on the board. Taylor for Fitzroy will be doing the kicking in. Ideal conditions for football. Very slight breeze, possibly favouring the main scoreboard end. Taylor's kick, not a long one. Quinlan flies high, couldn't complete the mark. Schultz looks for the handball, not successful. Fowler's there for Essendon. A push in the back, I think, could be the decision, and the free kick going Fitzroy's way. It will be taken by Clayton, it looks like. So Clayton to take the free kick in the back pocket for the Lions.
And the score, Fitzroy 1 goal, 6 points to the Bombers, 2 points only. There's a hand pass coming over to Smith. Smith's clear at half-back. It's a kick out towards the wing position. Well, it beats them all. Andrews actually got his hand to it, or just about touched it. The ball is out of bounds on the centre wing position. 6 points Fitzroy to Essendon, 2 points. Waiting for the throw in there. It'll be Justin Madden against the KGO line there. Alexander at the back. Well, neither got a control of that knockout. Finally, it comes down. A chance here for a push in the back to Wilson. He's got a free kick. And Wilson, a brilliant rover on his day. One of the best rovers we've seen for many years. Takes that free kick at centre-half on the wing position. And boots it across there towards the half-forward line. A free kick against Carey. It'll go to Conlon. And Conlon will take that free kick at centre-half forward about 55 metres out from goal. He'll look for the big fella down their end. There's the kick up there towards Rendell at the back. His Merritt goes for the punch. He's successful. It falls through for 1 point. So Fitzroy move on to 1 goal, 7 points to Weston, 2 points only. That big fella down there, Rendell, number 9 for Fitzroy, is about 6'8". Ball back into play again. There's Crow coming in to take a nice mark at half-back. He's all over the place at the moment. They got some marking power down there on that forward line, Fitzroy, Essendon, I should say. With Crow, Madden. Or kick back there towards the half-forward line for Essendon coming into meters. Smith misses that one. Bahajar goes after it now. Gets clear. Hand pass coming back. There's another one there to Schultz. This looks dangerous. He shoots the ball up towards the goals. Usually a pretty accurate kick, but this time he's off target. And it's through for another point. So it's 3 points Essendon. The Fitzroy 1 goal, 7 points. And we're at the 7-minute mark of this first quarter.
Serafini has the ball. Difference of 4 points first term. Underneath is Madden. Quinlan is the flyer. Fowler picked up by Clayton. Clayton goes for a handball, finding Francis at centre half back. He's got plenty of speed. Has the bounce in the dry centre down towards the centre half forward position. No mark paid. McMahon flying shot at goal, well off target, bounces just inside, and in fact will dribble through for a behind. And that will take Fitzroy to 1 goal, 8 points, leading Essendon 3 behind, 3 points. So the ball travelling between both ends of the ground very, very speedily at the moment. Alexander, late on the scene, goes the punch. Picked up by Hawker. Shrugs the tackle well. Drives Essendon forward towards the centre wing position, but it's over the boundary line of the full. And that will necessitate a free kick to Fitzroy, and it will be taken on the centre wing position by Bernie Quinlan. And I say that Ronnie Andrews has the job of minding Quinlan today. Well, so far he has anyway. McMahon being tagged by Stoner. He's gone for a short pass. It's successful. Picked up by Wilson. Wilson at right half-forward flank. Gone for another short pass. This one's slightly astray, and Merritt taking the mark at centre half-back. That's mark number 2 for him. Merritt goes towards the outer side of the ground. Looking for Crow. Crow has it punched well clear of him by O'Neill. Here's a chance for Herbert. Picks it up on the run. Fires it in towards the 10-metre square. Looking for Point. And he's got it. Is that a mark?
Yeah.
We'd have to play that, I thought. Let's watch it in replay. Certainly did appear to hold it long enough. Neil Clark out of position. He has a good mark to Poynton. And he has a chance to bring up Fitzroy's second goal. Well, Parrish made no mistake from almost a similar position. Possibly Poynton is in a little bit deeper towards the pocket. But a very, very similar shot at goal. He comes in and fires. That's not bad. It's a goal. 2 great goals by Parrish and Poynton, and Fitzroy take their score to 2 goals, 2-14, leading Essendon 3 behind, 3 points in the Channel 7 Elimination Final.
Well, they're off to a great start. That was a great goal kicked by Poynton, a very dangerous player this year, particularly since coming into the side about halfway through the season. And he'll have to be watched all the way by Clark.
First quarter on 7's Big League in the Elimination Final, and we've been playing just on 10 minutes.
Ball knocked out by Justin Madden. Picking it up as Neagle goes for a hand pass over the Foles. Out there on the wing position, shows plenty of pace. A long kick up there, but a good mark taken defence by Fitzroy, and it's Laura to take the mark. Little short of the centre half back position. Goes out wide towards the wing, looking there for O'Neill. He fumbles the mark. He recovers, but intercepted by Watson. He's grabbed, well tackled by Quinlan. The ball back now to Bahajar. And Bahajar's free, but they're tackling up. Well tackled by Conlon. And chipping in there is Parrish. Picks up the ball. It's a left foot snap up there towards their half-forward line. And there's nearly a free kick. It'll go there to McMahon against Stoneham. He's got the job of tagging McMahon, a very dangerous player around that half-forward line. Ball back in front as Lewis flies high, knocked out by Andrews. Over there to Carey. Carey goes for a short pass to Bahajar. Now the Bombers have got their game going. Up there towards Simon Madden at the back of Serafini. Goes for the punch. Pushed on there by Schultz. Ball comes back to Laurie. They pile in there, and the umpire's going to ball this up for sure about 20 metres out from the Essendon goal. They're 3 points. You have to score a goal. The Fitzroy 2-2-14. It's only about 20 metres out from the Essendon goal. Knocked out by Axwell. I think Alexander got that out to Taylor. Taylor got one behind the ear. It's going out wide. It'll beat them all, and the ball is out of bounds. Out of bounds on that half-forward line for Essendon, about 65 metres around from their goal. We're approaching the 9.5-minute mark, the 9-minute mark. 11.5, and I'll get it right at the moment. Ball back into play again, knocked out by Alexander. A chance for Quinlan to get a short kick over there towards Watson. Spins out of the pack nicely, usually does. A long kick up there towards full forward, and Madden. Oh, he dropped it! He dropped it, Simon Madden. Gets a hand pass back to Donnell, an open shot for goal, but they're on target today, and it's out of bounds. Golly, they're missing some easy ones down there, the Bombers, Peter.
Well, two bad mistakes there, and you don't need me to recap on them, but I'm sure Simon Madden will be having nightmares about that mark tonight, and likewise Donnell the kick. Forward pocket throw-in. Madden and Alexander. Alexander got it down. Donnell, another chance. Likewise Madden. Wild handball out of the pack. Hawker's in there for Essendon. The umpire has found a free kick for Fitzroy, and it will be going to Michael Conlon. Conlon has gone for the handball. Could have been dangerous, but it's picked up by Serafini, who's gone for a short pass out towards centre wing, where he finds O'Neill, who played last year for Port Melbourne. He's having the bounce. Three of them, in fact. Nobody tackling him. Bad play by Essendon. Up towards the half-forward line now. In fact, it's really into the forward pocket. Andrews goes in very solidly. The ball booted off the ground, and in fact, it's over the boundary line. And this time we'll see the throw in the Fitzroy forward pocket. And they're still leading 14 points to 3. Good start by the Lions.
Tell you what, Pete, they're looking a lot faster than Essendon at the moment.
And tackling very well, Lou. Their tackling in the first 15 minutes of this match has been exceptional. Justin Madden can't get it out of the pack. Neil Clark has a chance, and he's gone for the handball to Neagle, who's a centre half back. Likewise, he can go for a run and plenty of distance in the kick. Neagle's kick towards centre half forward. Taylor goes the punch. Clayton's in there, so too is O'Neill, but plenty of Essendon players back up better. Schultz almost threw it out. Hawker, right on the point of the square, will put Essendon deep into attack. Into the square it goes. Laurie tries to go the punch. Serafini kicks it through, and of course it will be registered as 1 point. So good play by Serafini. Couldn't do much and wasn't taking any chances that Essendon got the goal. And it makes the difference now 10 points in the first quarter, 14 plays 4.
Waiting for the ball to come back into play by Serafini up to the members' side. At the back is Watson. Oh, Spiff went for the big patch. Oh, he's marked that, Watson. He's paying it too. Well, the Bombers want a good game from this guy because he can be the most dynamic player in the league if he lets himself go. There's the kick up there towards the goal, but they're off target again. And it's out of bounds on the full. The penalty free kick down there to Laurie from Fitzroy. So Fitzroy 2 goals, 2-14 to Essendon 4 points only. Still yet to score a goal. And we're approaching the 14-minute mark of this first quarter. Picked up by Fitzroy again. A hand pass coming out to Francis. There's Carlson, the ex-Collingwood player, showing a lot of that. Decides to go for one bounce. Goes for a pass. It's too long. The chance now for Poynton again. Oh, beautiful play. He's got a chance to score. He's slugged to the ground by Andrews. Up it goes there. Carey goes for the punch, but there's a good mark in defence there by Foles, coming right down to the full-back position from the wing area. Oh, that's a bad hand pass, but he's got time to recover. He'll be a free kick to Wilson again, Foles. They'll push in the back, and I think the umpire was right. It could be a 15-metre penalty if he's not careful here. Oh, that was a bad mistake by Foles. Chance now for Wilson. He's going to run around, have a pot shot for goal. He snaps. A little bit quick that time, it's through for 1 point. So they move on to 2 goals, 3-15. There's the free kick. Let's watch it in replay again. You see, he's got him in the back. There's no doubt about that one. So it's 2 goals, 3-15. Fitzroy to Western, 4 points only.
Well, that's the best push in the back you've seen for Market Sundays. Won't be any doubt about that one. And what's your decision? Carlson will have the free kick. Merritt standing in the goal square. Lee Carlson, former Magpie. in towards the full forward position. Quinlan's there in the front, has it knocked well clear of him, up towards Bahaja, who is probably the leading kick getter in the match at the moment. Fold, goods the ball out of the danger zone. Chris Smith goes for the punch, gets it away from Van der Haar, picked up by Francis. He's looking good at the moment, gets it over towards Smith again. A very underrated centre-half back, but likewise a very effective one. Condon, right half forward, goes to the short pass, in towards Rendell, couldn't find him. Poynton's there, gets bundled over, likewise the ball for throw-in.
Peter, there's been 11 free kicks to Fitzroy and 0 to Essendon so far.
Very interesting statistic from our statistician Paul Todd. Rendell to Watson. Watson's kick is short, lands almost in that mud patch out there. Carlson again, superb pickup, grab, caught, was it in the back? Free kick to Essendon, that's their first then. And a wrestle which will necessitate a 15-metre penalty, and Hawker could have almost reversed that actually because he knocked his opponent down. Hawker plays on. Up towards centre-half forward, big punch away by Laurie. Chances for Neagle. Oh, going down very solidly is Herbert, the former Collingwood player. Herbert, short pass up towards left half forward. McMahon, superb play by the veteran Lion. Looks for Quinlan. Oh, got offloaded by Carey. No free kick. Ball up, says umpire Kevin Smith, and that will take place at the Fitzroy centre-half forward position. And players at the moment in this first quarter going in with Gay abandoned.
There's a touch of Andrews about Carey. I'll tell you that now. He's a disciple of Andrews.
Quinlan, oh, getting grabbed too high. Must get the free kick. Well, the statistics show that Fitzroy have got those free kicks, but they have been playing in front and they have been there. I don't think you could argue with too many of them. There's Merritt making sure that his opponent Rendell doesn't get clear. Both of those guys run over 6'5". Long kick in towards the goal square now from Quinlan, knocked away by Conlon. Carey's in there again, the Andrews disciple, over the boundary line for a throw.
Waiting for the ball to come back into play. It's about 20 metres around from the Fitzroy goal. 7.5 minutes gone of the first quarter. And Fitzroy doing all right so far. They've been into attack for most of this quarter. Rendell gets the knockdown. A chance here now for Conlon to have a snap for goal. But Clark couldn't hold that. Poynton's right on his back and the ball is out of bounds. Out of bounds right against the point post. Deep in the heart of the Fitzroy attacking zone. They're 2 goals, 3 to the Bombers yet to score a goal. 4 behinds on the board. Ball back into play again. Justin Madden and Rendell. Justin Madden got it out that time to Andrews. He fumbled. Tried to get it to Danaher. Recovered the ball okay. Out it goes there towards Crow. Crow got one in the back. He's playing it. He says play on now as he gave the hand pass to Foles. He gets clear and gets away from his opponent Herbert. A long kick up there towards the half-forward line. In goes Taylor, knocks the ball over to Laurie. A bit of fancy dancing. Good play by Laurie. Over to Taylor. Back to Francis out there on the wing position for Fitzroy. A long kick over the half-forward line. The pack fly. It's hit to the ground now. Players stack in there and the umpire's going to let play go on. Finally it comes out to Quinlan and Super Boots clear. He's going to block. He's grabbed and lost it. This allows Bahaja to pick it up and Essendon take it away from the danger zone. This game has got plenty of pressure at the moment. As it comes out wide, a chance now for the ball to be picked up by Donnell. He goes for a pass. It's a beauty, but it bounces the wrong way. No, it bounces okay for Crow. Goes for a quick kick. Here's Schultz going after it. Taylor's coming after him pretty quickly. And Taylor plays the better football, but he takes the ball out of bounds. By golly, there's plenty of pace on pressure at the moment, Peter.
Certainly is. That was a fine pickup by Taylor. As Schultz looked as though he was going to get the ball and have a shot at goal, and Taylor had the superior pace and picked him up, and we now see the throw in.
Out of bounds about 20 metres around from the Essendon goal. They're yet to score one at the moment. Waiting for the ball to come back into play. Alexander and Simon Madden. Madden got it down, picked up by Clayton. The ball kicked back there now. Punched away again by Hawker. Going after it is Van der Haar. He's yet to get a kick. I think this could be his first, but it's out of bounds. And there'll be a throw-in from that half-forward on about 45 metres around from the Essendon goal. He's limping a bit there, I see, Van der Haar.
He certainly is. Let's hope it's okay from an Essendon point of view. He does look to be okay. They must have just got one on the thigh. Channel 7 Elimination Final, 20 minutes gone, first quarter. Alexander and Madden knocked down to Parrish. Parrish's high kick back towards the centre wing position. Didn't bounce too well for Lewis. Francis is in there likewise, but it's picked up by Hawker. Hawker in turn goes for the hand pass. It comes out eventually to Neagle from Fowler. Now he's on the run at centre-half forward. He'll put the Bombers deep into attack. That's a beautiful kick in towards the 10-metre square. Could even be a score. No, it's not a mark. Here's a chance from Madden. Serafini's in front. Beats him to it with sheer pace. Well played by Serafini. Gets Fitzroy out of the danger zone again. Here's Parrish. who kicked a beautiful goal from the angle earlier in the corner, gives it to Lewis. Lewis at centre wing. The big guy goes. A big bounce and big steps. Looking for Rendell. Merritt's right in his hammer. Plays it well. To Carey. Carey bundled out of the road. Ball comes back towards Poynton again. Poynton goes for the short pass in towards the super boot. Bernie Quinlan couldn't quite take the grab. Straight and fair, out of bounds, and we'll see a throw in. I think Andrew started off on Quinlan. He could have swung...
I think Stoneham's on at the moment,
now, yeah. So it'll be interesting to see who's on McMahon. We'll try and pick that up for you in just a moment. Knocked down by Justin Madden. Carey. Carey out towards the half-back line. Bahaja, as I said before, probably the leading possession gatherer in the term at the moment. Danaher, the only Danaher in the Bombers side at the moment. His brother Neil is out injured. Terry's kick up towards centre-half forward, and a fine mark again taken by Grant Laurie at centre-half back. Again to Serafini, doing a great job in defence for Fitzroy. Here's a chance for Wilson now, a very dangerous player. Wilson, a superb balk. Now he's gone for the short pass, in towards Francis again, and he'll go back and take his kick. There's no doubt about that. And he's playing a good game across the centre. The pass is short once more. In front of Andrews, the mark taken by Parrish. And he'll stand his ground. You can back that in. And a fine mark again, brought in by Stoneham. Stoneham in the back pocket, gives it to Clark.
2 goals, 3-15 Fitzroy. The Bombers yet to score a goal. 4 behinds on the ball. Ball out there on the wing position. Herbert gets a hand pass after taking that free kick to Parrish. A kick up there towards the full forward position. Players position themselves. Quinlan got his hands, but there's Quinlan's tag coming out. Stoneham, a hand pass over to Ronnie Andrews. Stand by as he gets the ball wide towards the centre of the ground. Vanderhaar goes for the punch on, recovers well. Another hand pass. He goes after it again. Finally, it's over now to Donnell, who knocks the ball back. Taylor's in the way. Good play. He was grabbed, didn't have the ball. And Taylor will take the free kick, plus a 15-metre penalty, which brings him back over the centre half-back position. They're playing with a lot of tenacity at the moment, Fitzroy. The ball kicked out wide towards the wing position. Coming in to meet it is Parrish. And they're putting plenty of pressure on this Essendon defence as he kicks the ball long down there towards the forward pocket position. And there's nearly a free kick to Stoner for one in the back against Wilson. And listen to the Bomber crowd going mad on just about the third free kick or second free kick they've had. But still, as Peter said before, Fitzroy are playing in front, and when you play in front, you've got every opportunity to get the free kick. Good mark to Crow out there at half-back. A 15-metre penalty against Parrish. Not a very high-scoring game, 2, 3 to 4 points. Or kick back there towards the centre-half forward position. Smith and Vanderhaar. Vanderhaar got one on the back, and I think he faked that a bit, but the umpire fell for it.
It was there.
And good luck to him. Goes for a short pass. It's okay, and a good mark to Hawke. He's played pretty well this first quarter too for us, but they haven't had many outstanding players so far. Fitzroy have had all the runners. As we wait now for Hawker to fire for goal. He's only about 35 metres out. The distance shouldn't worry him at all. But they badly need a goal in this first quarter, Essendon. They're at the 23.5-minute mark as the ball is shot up there towards the goal. But once again, they're off target. So that's 5 straight behinds to Essendon. To Fitzroy, 2 goals, 3-15.
Channel 7 Elimination Final coming to you from VFL Park. Still 10 points the difference under ideal conditions here at the park. Alexander's kick is not a long one. Wilson getting in position. Vanderhaar is too tall. Another chance for an Essendon score. Picked up by Hawker again. Hawker gets it back towards the goal square. Well sharked by Taylor, doing a great job in defence down there. Oh, superb spin out. Over towards Carlson. Carlson at left half-back flank to Francis. And the Lion imports doing well in the first term. Francis is at centre wing. Fitzroy go into attack once more towards the centre-half forward position. McMahon makes position well at the back of the pack. I'll get it out. Still the call is play on. Danaher can't get it clear of the pack. Neagle comes out with the ball. Free kick to the Bombers to be taken by Terry Danaher, who in turn goes for the short pass. Hawker, and I must agree with you, Lou, playing well in the first term for the Bombers. Not the best of kicks, though. It goes up the side of the boot. Madden flies, knocked away by Serafini. Schultz, a goal sneak. Laurie beats him to it after Schultz fumbles. Long handball out towards half-back. Timmy Watson's there, likewise as Herbert. Watson wins out. Looks for the handball and does it well. Folds, who's covering a lot of ground in the first quarter, gets clear of Clayton. Ball very close to the boundary line, and Parrish will see it safely over it. And the boundary throw in on the half-forward flank for the Bombers, about 45 metres from goal. 10 points the difference in the first quarter as we enter the time on period. 5 points to 2-3. A very crowded bounce it will be. Alexander in front, knocks the ball down. Wilson went without it, in fact got scragged without it, and so Gary Wilson to take the free kick at left half back for Fitzroy. Wilson, as we see the Essendon Brains Trust, Kevin Sheedy, Bernie Shee. Bahaja went without the ball again, picked up by Francis. He'll be one of the Lions' leading kick getters across the centre. In fact, he's had 5 so far. A clash out there involving McMahon. Nobody gains the ball. Goodman comes in for Fitzroy and loses it. Picked up by, that was Lewis, I think, got it out eventually to Carlson. Carlson will go for the handball to Herbert. Here's Danger for Essendon. Herbert straightens up and fires at goal. It's a long shot, going close. In fact, it's 3 for 4 points. 3 goals for Fitzroy in the first quarter, 3-3-21, leading Essendon 5 behind, 5 points.
Good play on the part of Carlson, and 2 ex-Collingwood players cooperated there to kick that goal. Herbert finally chopped it off, but Carlson did a great job to get it out for him, and it was a magnificent goal by Herbert, number 26 for Fitz. Now you watch him replay again. We see Lewis get the ball out to Carlson. Now he goes for a hand pass to Herbert. Herbert's clear, and this is a fine shot for goal. No doubt about that one.
26 and a half minutes gone in the first quarter, 21 plays 5.
And that's big Alexander trying to crash through the pack. No one having much success now as we see it picked up by Fowler. A long hand pass out to Crow. Coming back to Donnell, but it's a bad hand pass. Laurie's in the way, and they're doing well, that Fitzroy defence at the moment. And the umpire's going to ball it up there, down there in that forward pocket. Laurie and Smith and the other fella, Taylor, number 33, they're standing up to the pressure very well at the moment. There's a long way to go. 21 points, Fitzroy to Essendon, 5 points, still yet to score a goal. Knocked out to Conlon. Alexander's not doing a bad job either. There's big Justin Madden, taken away from by Herbert. He's got no hope of catching him as he goes for a pass, looking for Quinlan. He's got the mark. Stoneham didn't have him covered properly that time. And Quinlan's out there on that half-forward flank position, looking for a lead. Kicked out wide. Rendell coming in, got under it, couldn't hold the mark. McMahon pounced on the kick off the ground just about, and it's through for another point. So they move on to 3 goals, 4-22 Fitzroy. To Essendon, still yet to score a goal. 5 points as we wait now for the ball to come back into play. This is the Elimination Final coming to you live through Channel 7, and this match is sponsored, or the finals are sponsored by Channel 7. And of course it's a cutthroat match. Whoever loses today goes out of the competition. We see Bahaja pick it up, a long hand pass out there to Fowles. It bounces beautifully for him. He's got the ball, he's going to go for a run, and he finally kicks it long up there towards Justin Madden. Simon Madden, he couldn't hold the mark. It hits the deck. A chance now for O'Neill to tap it out to Taylor. What a game he's playing down there too. A hand pass over to Laurie. As I said before, that back line standing up as Alexander takes the mark out there. The KGO line goes for a short pass. Looking there for Herbert. There's Ronnie Andrews crashing through the pack as the siren sounds. It's too late. And quarter time, the scores are 3 goals, 4-22 Fitzroy to Western, 5 points only.
A great start for Fitzroy in the first quarter. I think we spoke at length about the fine work of the defenders especially, and we singled out Laurie, who did a great job down there in defence. Kevin Sheedy, the Essendon coach, coming out onto the ground. At full-back, Serafini did a fine job. O'Neill was perhaps unspectacular, but nevertheless very effective. In fact, the whole Fitzroy defence played as a very close-knit combination during the first quarter. Poynton, Herbert and Parrish, the goal kickers for the Lions, and as Lou said, Essendon yet to score a goal.
Well, I'll tell you what, Peter, in that first quarter, Fitzroy impressed me. Their pace, they were far quicker to the ball than Fitzroy. They were doing well in the ruck. Alexander's kept Justin Madden from, or stopped him from dominating the knockouts. And of course, they've had many good players, Fitzroy, particularly those smaller players that you mentioned. We've seen Wilson doing a pretty good job. McMahon always looking a dangerous player. And of course,
back here at VFL Park in the Channel 7 Elimination Final, 5 points to 3-4 Fitzroy. In the qualifying final at the MCG, Collingwood leading Geelong 5-5-35 to the Cats 2-3 or 2-5-17 at quarter time, and we'll be giving you half-time scores later on during the day. Victorian Premier Lindsay Thompson and the opposition leader Mr. Frank Wilkes.
He's got himself on the back seat there, so I can get behind him, Pete.
He's a Fitzroy supporter, so I wonder if he'll get the double in today and Tuesday. Umpire Neville Nash coming in to bounce the ball in the Channel 7 Elimination Final from VFL Park. At quarter time, 3-4 to 5 points in favour of the Lions. Can the Bombers come back in the second term? Matt getting it out. Bahaja couldn't get his kick in. He was one of the leading kick getters for Essendon during the first quarter. Gary Folds on the bottom of that little stack up, and the umpire has decided to ball it up right on the point of the square.
Bombers very hesitant at the moment, Peter. They can't make up their mind quickly enough.
Well, the Fitzroy tackling in the first quarter was exceptionally good. They really did play some very, very good football. Quinlan. Beautiful torpedo punt kick from Super Boot up towards the full forward position, and Rendell almost takes the mark in front of Merritt, but not quite long enough, and the boundary throw-in to take place in the forward pocket. Well, Rendell didn't get a kick in the first term. Merritt held him very, very well, took a couple of fine marks. As we await the boundary throw-in, it's going to be Justin Madden with Rendell. They all missed it. Madden on the bottom. Tries to get it out with the handball, well smothered by Rendell. In comes Wilson, taken away by Watson now. A short kick up towards half forward, only to find David McMahon within kicking distance. Always an elusive player and always puts in. Rendell and Merritt in the goal square, and I think McMahon could just about get the distance here with a good kick. And let's see what he can do. Hasn't scored a goal so far today. A torpedo punt kick would just about get the distance, I reckon. McMahon's kick is pretty good. Full points to David McMahon, 4 goals to Fitzroy, and a good start in the second quarter. The Lions, 4 goals for 28. Essendon 5 behind, 5 points.
Well, to me, Peter, the Bombers look very slow at the moment. They're, as I said before, hesitant in their play, and of course, when you're like that in a match as important as this, you're in plenty of trouble.
Well, when you play in front, it looks as though the opposition is slow. Fitzroy have been playing in front. 2 minutes have gone in the second quarter of the Elimination Final 1981, 4-4 to 5 points.
And they're doing it well, Fitzroy, at the moment. Knocked out by Justin Madden, comes down to Hawker, one of their best players in the first quarter. Parrish was grabbed, couldn't get clear of the pack, and the umpire's going to ball it up at centre field again. Well, that Fitzroy defence is standing up pretty well at the moment. The Bombers are yet to score a goal. Into this second quarter by about 2.5 minutes, we see Alexander get it out to the wrong man, picked up by Neagle. A hand pass to Ronnie Andrews. There's plenty of time to go for a long kick up there towards the half-forward line. The pack fly. No one can take the mark. Oh, good play by O'Neill. A hand pass to Laurie. They're combining well. And that's good football on the part of Fitzroy. That wasn't a good kick off the side of the boot. Goes out wide. Coming in to meet it now is Carlson. Look at the dash on this fellow as he goes for another big kick up there towards the full forward zone. Rendell and Merritt battling hard. They both go down the 2 big tall timbers, but it's Rendell coming out for another goal. And the big fella's missed it.
He could have gone for the handball there.
Well, he could have. There were a couple sitting by, but he thought he could have kicked that. A little bit slow that time, and they move on to 4 goals, 5-29 Fitzroy. To Essendon, 5 points only. The ball back into play again. A short pass. It's all right to Mark Merritt out there on his own. Got a paddock to run and decides to do it, but I wouldn't do any fancy stuff. I was the big fellow. He goes for a hand pass out wide to Hawker. Hawker's kick is over the half-full on a chance for Crow. And it's a good mark. There's no doubt about Crow. A great mark in the right position. A 15-metre penalty. And this gives him a chance to score. It'd be about 45 metres out from goal on a slight angle. And they badly need a goal at the moment, the Bombers, if they're going to be in this match. Oh, didn't cover the distance. Donnell flying high, couldn't quite hold it. The umpire wouldn't play it. The pack knocked out by Dano on the forward line at the moment. A hand pass coming out from Laurie over to Francis, one of Fitzroy's best players out there towards Carlson. Right on his tail is Neagle. He got one in the back, and the umpire still called player, but Carlson won't give up there, and the umpire is going to ball it up out there on that forward pocket position, about 40 metres out from the Essendon goal. 4 minutes gone.
Ball up. About 40 metres from the goal. Madden and Alexander. Alexander doing well at the moment. Takes it out of the pack. A short kick up towards the point of the square. It's all Essendon. Watson to Folds. Folds is at centre half forward and could score. Is it Essendon's first goal? It is. And it took them a quarter and 5 minutes to get it. The Bombers now 1 goal, 5, 11 points, trailing Fitzroy 4-5, 29.
Well, there's about 60,000 people here today, and I would say that 45,000 would be barracking for Essendon.
No doubt about that, and that will certainly give them something to cheer for, and it brings the Bombers, of course, 6 points closer. The Elimination Final from VFL Park, sponsored by Channel 7. We're 5 minutes into the second quarter now. 11 plays 29. The Bombers, after that goal from Gary Folds, will certainly be revitalised as umpire Neville Nash comes in to bounce the ball again. And the ruckmen set themselves. It will be Madden, Justin Madden for Essendon, and Ronnie Alexander for Fitzroy. Knocked down by Madden. Wilson, well tackled by Stoneham. And the umpire again deciding to ball it up. Little or no breeze here at the stadium today, an ideal day for football. Alexander getting the front position again. Can't get a good kick at the ball. Taken by Bahaja. Bahaja's kick up towards the centre-half forward position for Essendon. Oh, a pretty heavy clash down there, and the Fitzroy player went down. Let's see who it is.
O'Neill.
He is out cold, it would appear.
O'Neill, Pete.
Umpire Neville Nash coming in to talk to him. O'Neill looks as though he's going to get the free kick. A very solid knock at centre-half back. O'Neill decides to go for the handball to Chris Smith, who gets the Lions out of the danger zone. His kick and turn towards centre wing it is actually, but Essendon go into attack again. The Bombers looking a little bit better now. They've lifted their game in the second quarter. Mark taken by Vanderhaar at right half forward. Vanderhaar's kick in towards O'Neill again, and the mark this time taken by Crow. He's gone for a short pass in towards the 10-metre square. Shot directly in front of goal. Well, that's about the first mistake that Taylor's made today, letting Schultz get clear. And he will have the opportunity to bring up his first goal and Essendon's second. Been a real goal sneak in season 1981. A lot of goals, some of them from seemingly impossible angles, but this time he's pretty well straight in front. Fires, and there's no mistake about it. One goal to Schultz, his first, Essendon second. The Bombers 2-5-17, Fitzroy 4-5-29.
12 points the difference at the moment. Of course, the Bombers have made a couple of positional changes. They've put Nagel out to the wing onto Carlson, mainly because Francis, number 7 for Fitzroy, is playing so well. And I think Danaher's playing in attack at the moment. It's number 5 for Essendon. New ball coming out on the ground.
Well, those 2 goals will certainly revitalise Essendon. They were well behind at quarter time, and then when McMahon got the first goal of the second quarter, it looked as though Fitzroy were going to go on for a convincing win, but Essendon coming back now, and they trail by only 2 goals. Second quarter from the Elimination Final, 7.5 minutes now into the second term, 12 points the difference.
Set of outs. Alexander against Justin Madden. 6'9" against about 6'5". Madden got it down. Oh, a bit of a clash there. No one making much progress, and the umpire's found a free kick. It'll go to Essendon. So it'll go to Fowler at centre field. A hand pass over there to Stoneham. In a bit of trouble for Bourke's his way out of it. It's a long kick up there towards Vanderhaar. Couldn't hold the mark. Terry Danaher with a hand pass back to Schultz. One intercepted by Taylor. Pushed out by Laurie. There's Schultz going down again. Trying to get a hand pass up, but they're backing out well. Fitzroy down there in defence. Alexander clears it. A chance for the big fellow. He dropped it, Justin Madden. But luckily for him, we see Fowler scouting out. Picks it up. Drives it back over centre half forward. Falling on top of the ball now is Serafini, and the umpire's going to ball it up. No, it's not Serafini, it's Clayton. And the umpire will ball it up about 35 metres out from the Essendon goal. They've kicked 2 goals this quarter after failing to kick a goal in the first quarter. Knocked out to Laurie. Laurie picks it up nicely. Kicks the ball out towards the wing position. Coming in to meet it now is Hawker. No doubt Essendon's best player. His kick is over the half forward. There's Clayton and Danaher having a battle. Clayton trying to get out of the pack. He's grabbed, didn't have the ball. The umpire said there'll be a free kick to Clayton out there at half back against Terry Danaher. Doesn't waste any time to Wilson. Right by Vanderhaar. Umpire said he dropped the ball. A little bit slow, the little Fitzroy Road, and Vanderhaar's got the chance now to send the Bombers deep into attack. Looking there for Simon Madden. He's got the mark. It'll be a free kick to Alexander for one in the back, and Simon Madden still yet to have a kick, Peter.
That's unusual for the big Essendon captain. He's usually in his element in fine weather. Francis in front, Vanderhaar at the back, too tall. The umpire says 1 mark. No, he says play on now. Vanderhaar does just that. A high kick, redirects play up towards the centre-half forward position. Serafini, and well shepherded by Taylor, the Fitzroy fullback. Looking for McMahon. Couldn't find him. Conlon got one at the back, and he'll get the free kick, and decides to shape up to his opponent, but thinks better of it when he gets the kick, which is very, very sensible. Play on. Oh, he goes that away to Carey, and he flattens Carey after he got rid of the ball. Down towards half forward. Backing up well is Donnell for Essendon. Donnell's handball is okay to Fowler. Fowler in turn goes to the long kick. Up towards Madden again. Still can't take the mark. Serafini's down there once more. Now it's Clayton. Clayton from full-back to Neville Taylor. A very safe player. Made only about 1 mistake so far. One of Fitzroy's best. Plenty of Essendon players are on centre wing. Lewis scoops it out to one of them in Stoneham, whose kick isn't long, only travels about 15 metres, and it finds down there for Essendon Max Crow. Crow in turn. Long kick this time towards centre half forward. Terry Danaher, I see, has a flat nose. And a magnificent mark brought in by Simon Madden. Madden is 45 metres out, directly in front of goal. Let's watch it again. And you'll see Madden come in over the top of his teammate, right on his shoulders, and bring down a screamer. Great mark. Madden directly in front. Fitzroy played down as Wilson, is it? Or is it Herbert? Might be Herbert.
It is Herbert.
Kick by Madden is off target and goes through for one behind to the Bombers to take their total now to 2-6-18. Fitzroy 4-5-29.
And Herbert coming off the ground. That's a sad blow to Fitzroy because he was playing very well in that first quarter. Let's hope he's not seriously hurt. Ball kicked down, back into play again. A chance there for Smith. The mark he does. Smith hasn't had many kicks up to this stage of the match, but he's kept Van der Haar reasonably quiet. A hand pass coming out as we see Taylor take the ball from that half-back flank position up towards the wing. Andrews couldn't pick it up, picked up by France. He goes down into his back with fouls. Umpire said it'll be a free kick to Francis. And Francis takes that free kick. And we see Herbert in a bit of trouble there, out there on the centre wing position. He was a great player in the first quarter, so much so that Nagel had to be moved. Ball knocked out again. Back there to Justin Mann, but the big fella's got stage. He can't bend. And the umpire's going to ball it up on that half-forward flank about 65 metres out from the Fitzroy goal. Going into the dressing room, Herbert. Well, let's hope it's not too serious. Bounce again. Knocked out by Madden, punched away by Harris. Knocked out by Stoneham, out towards Carey. Got a bounce right. He gets a hand pass back to Fowler. It wasn't a good one, and the umpire's going to ball this up. Still on Fitzroy's half-forward line, about 70 metres out from their goal. They're 4 goals, 5-29 to Essendon 2-6-18. We're at the 12-minute mark of the second quarter. And this match and all the finals are sponsored by Channel 7, and we certainly hope that you're enjoying this direct telecast wherever you are throughout Australia. It's out of bounds again, about 50 metres around from the Fitzroy goal, so it'll be a throw-in this time. Madden and Lewis go for it. Madden got it down to the wrong man. Quinlan's grab. Umpire said holding the ball. He didn't have much chance that time, Peter, and the free kick will go to Stoner. Gives a quick hand pass over to Fowler. Bit of weaving and dodging as he kicks the ball back there towards the wing position. Van der Haar in position. Well played by Smith as he knocks it out to Taylor. Taylor's got it on the boundary line there, and it's finally forced out of bounds on the centre wing position. And the score at the moment is 4 goals, 5-29. Fitzroy to Essendon 2-6-18.
12 3/4 minutes gone in the second term. Alexander and Van der Haar will contest the throw-in. It's a little bit long for them. Alexander comes out with it eventually. Harris off the ground, well played, but it was ill-directed. Goes to Stoneham. Picked up now by Harris again, showing plenty of pace. Stoneham still sticking to him like a mustard plaster. And eventually borking his way through the pack as Conlon, but he went without the ball. Essendon tackling a lot better in the second quarter, and they've come out of this little foray with a free kick. And it will go to Alan Stoneham. Stoneham, right half-back flank, decides to go for the short pass to Watson. It's successful, but it only travels about 10 or 15 metres. Off he goes, pursued and hotly by Conlon. In towards centre field. Neagle takes the mark in front of Carlson. It was a free kick downfield, I think, anyway. Neagle. Crow. Knocked away from him. Back to Crow, who tries to scoop it out towards Terry Danaher. Having no success, eventually umpire Kevin Smith has decided to ball it up, and that ball up will take place at centre half forward for Essendon. 4-5 to 2-5, or 2-6. Essendon having scored the last 2 goals after Fitzroy got the first one in this second quarter through David McMahon. Alexander doing it from Crow, but Crow wins out. Conlon goes down, no free kick forthcoming. Essendon's tackling in this quarter has certainly been a lot better, and they've got in with a lot more purpose in their play, whereas Fitzroy completely outplayed them during the first quarter. Once again a ball up, this time a little bit closer to goal. It's only about 35 metres out. Alexander over the top. Bahajar tries to get through, goes to Fowler with a hand pass. Conlon tackles him well. Harris can't get clear likewise. Schultz's hand pass to Van der Haar is okay. Snapshot for goal, won't quite make the distance. Neville Taylor taking the mark. And he's one of the best on the ground so far in my book. Taylor towards half-back flank. Francis taking the mark just inside the boundary line in front of the small scoreboard here at VFL Park. And we believe the attendance around about the 59,000 mark here today for the Channel 7 Elimination Final. Neagle on the point of the square. Kicks it back towards centre half forward. Chris Smith and Max Crow having a bit of a wrestling match down there, and Chris Smith has come out of it with the free kick, which he will take at... no, he won't. Play continues downfield. He did call play on not to penalise the side. McMahon has the mark at centre half forward. This is about where he kicked that goal from early in the term. But he's gone for a short pass to Carlson. Couldn't quite pick it up. Off the ground from Stoneham. Stoneham kick out towards the half-back line. Here's a chance for Lewis. A long shot at goal. He's going through. 4 points. Great shot for goal by Lewis and Fitzroy. 5-5, 35. Essendon 2-6, 18.
Well, that was a great goal by Lewis. We'll watch this in replay. There she goes, kicked off the ground by Stoneham. He's got a clear run to pick it up, and he scoots away from his opponents. And that's a fine shot for goal by Lewis. And of course, that makes the Fitzroy score look all right again.
Channel 7 Elimination Final from VFL Park. 2-6-18 Fitzroy or Essendon. And the line's now 5-5-35.
And we're right on the 16-minute mark. Knocked out by Alexander, but into the wrong man. Picked up by Andrews. Finally, it's a hand pass coming out from Fowler. The ball finally driven up by Fowles. Looking there for Simon Madden. He flew. Couldn't take the mark. The ball hits the deck. He tries to punch it out. And they're having a bit of a scrimmage there. The umpire's letting play on go. And it'll be a ball up about 35 metres out from the Essendon goal. Well, they're struggling at the moment. They're 18 points to 35 points.
I see Herbert's back on the field, running around the boundary line.
Well, that's good news for Fitzroy and for Herbert. Alexander again got the tap down. Finally, Bahajar comes out of the pack. A bit of weaving and dodging up there towards the full forward position. Van der Haar lost sight of that. Could be interference. He's appealing for a free kick instead of going after the ball.
Could have been a free kick, though, just the same.
That's not the name of the game, Pete. You don't worry wait for the umpire to give you free kicks. That's another point to Essendon. Herbert having a bit of a trot around the boundary line, so it looks as though he's okay. 2-7-19, Essendon to Fitzroy 5-5-35 as we approach the 17-minute mark. The ball out there towards that back pocket, and we see Smith in control there. Smith of Fitzroy gets the ball back over the half-back line. In comes Watson. He's been a pretty quiet player too. Takes the mark. Streaks away from the pack. Goes for a short pass. It's all right. And the mark taken there by Terry Danaher. Danaher would be about 40 metres out from goal on a slight angle. So he shouldn't have any trouble with the distance. Started off there on the back line, but they've shifted down there into attack to give the attack a bit of bite. Kicked by Terry Danaher. Doesn't quite cover the distance. Crow comes in. He holds that mark. Umpire doesn't play it. As we see going through the pack is Wilson. A good bit of play there as the little rover gets it over to O'Neill. A short pass, not a good one. Kicks it there to Fowler by mistake. Fowler back again to Neagle. Neagle's clear. He should go for a running pot shot for the goal. He goes for the long kick. There it is, and coming across his tail, a lost sight of the ball, couldn't take the mark, but he recovers one, as Peter said before, playing a great game down there in defence, but that's a bad kick, so opportunity not close for Neagle. Another running shot for goal, but he's off target, and backing up well as that Fitzroy defence. Picked up by Alexander, hand pass over to Laurie, and they're doing it well. He's kicked it too far. It'll be a penalty free kick down there to Fowler for Essendon out there on that half-forward line.
Well, Fitzroy had 3 chances to get it out of goal, and on each occasion came back, this being the third. Free kick to Fowler. Fowler's kick up towards the centre square. Out comes Big Madden. Fly or Crow it is, and takes the mark.
Yeah, he's played well too, Peter. That's 6 marks he's taken.
Crow had the first shot at goal from a mark at the other end of the ground when he hit the post. Let's watch the mark again. Madden at the back, Crow in front. Max Crow directly in front of goal, to all intents and purposes anyway. And he would be about 30 metres out. Now he'll come in a little bit closer with the kick. And it will be his first goal if he can kick it. Looks okay from here. No, he's missed it. Oh, goodness me. He's kicked, I think, 3 behinds now, Max Crow. So that takes the Essendon total to 2-8-20. Fitzroy 5-5-35. Channel 7 Elimination Final from VFL Park. Leon Harris making the lead, but it's going to be Grant Laurie to kick out, and kick out long. Plenty of distance in that kick. It almost gets to the centre square. Knocked back by Ronnie Andrews to Van der Haar. Van der Haar from centre half forward. Could score from there. In towards the 10-metre square it goes. Plenty of Fitzroy defenders are there, and the ball will be over the boundary line for a throw-in about 10 metres around from the behind post. Well, we spoke at length at quarter time about the Fitzroy defenders, and they've done the job again in the second quarter. Alexander trying to get it back, but it's Clayton. Oh, Wilson got grabbed too high by Simon Madden and must take the free kick. Gary Wilson in the back pocket. I'm thinking how glad I am to be wearing this bicycle helmet. Wilson's kick towards the wing. Parrish picks it up. This is one of the softest spots on the ground. Folds very close to the boundary line. Seemingly got one in the back. And that's how the umpire has seen it. Umpire Neville Nash saying it's a free kick to Essendon. And Folds to take the free at right half forward, but a long way from goal. Gary Folds coming into the kick now. The Bombers trailing 20-35. Nobody can bring that one down. Smith punches it out, but it goes straight to Crow. Long handball to Crow. Van der Haar will shoot at goal from 20 metres out. It's coming around. It has gone through for full points. And Essendon come just that little bit closer. Channel 7 Elimination Final from VFL Park, Fitzroy, 5-5, 35, Essendon 3-8, 26.
Well, we're at the 21-minute mark of this second quarter, and they've been struggling to score that goal, but they finally got it after a pretty good effort, and it was a nice goal kicked by Van der Haar. But we're back in the centre now at the 21-minute mark of this second quarter. Going to be a ding-dong struggle, this one, before it's over. I'll tell you that now. Knocked out by Alexander. Comes down to the Fowles. Crashes through the pack. Loses it. Finally, it's Hawker getting a hurried kick back towards centre-half forward. Terry Danaher after it. Oh, a nice bit of play by Danaher. Looking there for Justin Madden. Simon Madden goes for the punch. Serafini falls on top of the ball. Tries to tap it out. Coming in is Schultz. And no one making much progress at the moment as Taylor comes out of the pack. He was actually grabbed by the leg. Finally picked up by Clayton. The ball shot out there towards the wing position. Nearly a mark there to Parrish, but the umpire didn't pay it. Parrish still gets a hand pass out to Smith, and they clear the ball away from the danger zone. Fitzroy punched away again. The ball hits the deck. Ronnie Andrews goes for a long hand pass. Picked up by Timmy Watson. Nearly knocked umpire Nash over. He's clear as he goes for a pass out wide looking for Danaher, but in the way there is Carlson. And this fella goes off like a shot. Goes for a short pass. It's a beauty. And he's found there in position Quinlan. Quinlan going for another long hand pass to Francis, a dangerous one. Coming in to help him is Wilson. He kicks it off the ground. He's lost it. Clark's there. He goes down. Francis is there with him, and the umpire's going to ball it up about 30 metres out from the Fitzroy goal. They're 3 goals, 8-26 Essendon to Fitzroy 5-5, 35. Now there's a chance for Fitzroy to score. Alexander to do battle with Justin Madden. Madden got the knockout, but he got into Alexander's back, so Alexander will take the free kick about 45 to 45 metres out from goal. Ronnie Alexander, not the longest kick in the business. Madden having a go at it, the umpire. And there's a giant killer talking to a little fella there, a little midget. Waiting on Alexander to fire for goal. See what he can do with this one. Taking his time. Alexander's been around a long time. The KGL line, they call him, as he fires for the goal. He's off target a bit that time. The pack fly. It hits the deck as they go now for Carey to get clear. A hand pass right across the face of goal. Ronnie Alexander wouldn't touch it. He took it the safe way out that time and tapped it through for a point.
The hospital hand pass.
I'll say it was because he knew he couldn't make away or get away from his opponents that time. So it's 3-8-26 Essendon to Fitzroy 5-6-36. Ball back into play again. Coming through the pack that time is Conlon. A hand pass. Coming back there to Poynton. Poynton fumbled. Tapped out by Alexander, but the umpire said there's a free kick. It'll go to Harris. And Harris is about 45 metres out from goal, directly in front. And they haven't been able to attack that much this quarter, Fitzroy. I'm waiting now for the ball to have Harris fire for goal. Let's see what he can do with this one. There's the kick by Harris. Doesn't quite make the distance. The pack fly, and it's finally through for 1 point. So they move on to 5 goals, 7-37. To Essendon 3-8-26, approaching the 24-minute mark of this second quarter. And of course, these final series are brought to you by sponsored by Channel 7.
11 points the difference still. Essendon can't quite get into the lead. They've been playing a lot better football in this term. Wilson gets ridden into the ground, but the umpire calls play on, and I think a sensible decision. Ball driven out by Parrish. Andrews flies high, couldn't complete the mark. It goes to Hawker. Hawker plays on and puts Essendon up towards centre field, looking out there for Crow. To Schultz. Here's a chance for the Bombers. Schultz racing goalwards. Won't be picked up by Claver. Fires it goal. There's Fitzroy. Direct goal. He's second. And that's just what Essendon wanted close to half-time. Fitzroy 5-7, 37. Essendon 4-8, 32. Well, we've mentioned that Graham Schultz is a goal sneak. Here he is taking the hand pass from Crow, and a fine shot, Lou.
Beautiful shot by Schultz, and one of the most accurate kicks for goal. And he's possibly better off when he has a snapshot than any other player in the league. Peter's made a great comeback at the age of 28 after being in West Australia for a couple of years.
Rendell into the ruck as we enter the time-on period of the second term. Now it's only 5 points the difference, and Essendon really improving their players. Madden goes off the field, bounce of the ball. Favours Simon Madden, goes past Hawker. McMahon can't pick it up. Bahaj is there likewise. and I think the only thing the umpire can do is to ball it up, and that will take place about 3 or 4 metres from the centre circle. We see number 34 on for Essendon, that's Thompson. Ball up, and a pretty crowded one it will be. Madden, knocked down by Rendell, taken away by Poynton for Fitzroy. Poynton's kick up towards half forward. Carey was underneath it. Here's a chance for a Fitzroy goal. If it bounces okay, it does. The hand pass into the goal square to Alexander from Parrish, and he puts it through for 4 points. Very quick reply by Fitzroy, and that was just what they needed. Alexander's first goal to bring the Lions to 6-7-43. Fitzroy 4-8-32.
Well, Alexander's pretty happy about this. We watch this in replay. He's on his own here, then all of a sudden he's in a bit of trouble, but good thinking and good play on the part of Parrish. It's an easy goal by Alexander. Coming on the ground now is Manane, going off is Parrish. I don't know why he was taken off the ground. It's rather strange after helping in a goal.
Second quarter elimination final, 32-43 now, still in favour of Fitzroy.
26.5 minutes into the second quarter. Knocked out by Simon Madden, having a run on the ruck. Kicks have been scarce for him today. The ball hits the deck. Plenty of heavy work going on there at the moment. The umpire will ball it up at centre field again. Well, I think Simon Madden's only had about one kick. He took one great mark, and that's all he's been in the play today. Got the knockout back there towards Stone, and the ball kicked out towards the half-forward line. Schultz having a great battle with Taylor. They both go down there in the mud, but it's Taylor to recover first. And once again, he clears the ball back towards Fitzroy's half-forward line, knocked out by Andrews. There we see Poynton and Stoneham falling on top of the ball, and the umpire's going to ball it up on the point of the square, up towards Fitzroy's half-forward line. At the moment, there's 6-7-43 to Essendon 4-8-32. Knocked out that time by Lewis. The ball hits the deck. Poynton jumped over one, and so did his mate there that time for Essendon. I've got to pick him up. Waiting for the ball up at centre half forward, about 55 metres out. It was Clark had jumped over that time. Knocked out by Madden. A good knockout. Stoneham goes after. He's put out of position by Poynton. Poynton spins out of the pack. He goes down. The umpire said he was grabbed on the back of the neck. And Poynton will take the free kick. He's already kicked one goal. He's only about 45 metres out directly in front. And he's a pretty accurate kick, this guy. There's the distance. And in the background, you can see the new scoreboard that's going up there. It's going to be something out of this world, Peter.
Certainly is, Lou. He finished in October.
It's the biggest scoreboard in the world, they tell us. Waiting now for Point to fire from about 40 metres out. The kick, not a bad sort of a kick. It'll be a goal. So Fitzroy now 7 goals, 7-49 to Essendon 4-8-32.
Well, you were pretty right in your assessment of the kicking ability of Poynton, Lou. He got a great goal in the first quarter from an angle shot at the other end of the ground, and from that one directly in front, he likewise made no mistake, and that's a very valuable goal to Fitzroy when Essendon a few minutes ago were only 5 points behind. The dog just about to come onto the field as we enter the 29-minute mark of the second term. Francis kicks it off the ground towards half forward for Fitzroy. Out comes Manane. He's just come onto the field, but it's picked up and turned by Hawker. Knocked away by Quinlan, but it goes straight to Carey. Carey in turn back towards centre wing, and there he finds Timmy Watson. Watson on the go. Away he goes. Essendon, can they get a goal before half-time? They certainly need one. Watson's kick is short. At the back is Crow. In the front, mark taken by Donnell. Well, Donnell's been a pretty quiet player so far in the match. He's only had 2 kicks. But of course, with this one here, his third, he has a chance to bring up his first goal and Essendon's 5th, and that would be a very valuable one, as we're just on 30 minutes expired during the second quarter. Former Queenslander Donnell, I think he's only played about 1 game during the year. That was a night match here, also at VFL Park. Donnell about 35 metres out on a slight angle, certainly nothing to speak of. And that is not the best of kicks by Donnell in towards the goal square, off the hands of Smith. Taylor again. He seems to be doing this with gay abandon. Taylor out towards Laurie. They've combined very well in the first half of the match. It bounces right for Neagle. Neagle on the centre wing position in front of Lewis. He shouldn't have much trouble getting clear of him. Fires out the long handball, looking for Andrews. Going through solidly as McMahon from centre wing. Puts the boot into the ball as the siren goes for half-time. Manane takes the mark, but at half-time the score is Essendon 4-8-32, trailing Fitzroy 7-7-49. Well, that's a good lead for from BFL Park. It's the third quarter of the Channel 7 Elimination Grand Final. 32 plays 49 in favour of the Lions. Knocked down by Alexander, but he can't get it clear of the centre circle. Watson's on the bottom of that little stack-up. Stodham comes through, gets a kick in, albeit short, up towards left half forward, and the mark is taken down there by Terry Danaher. He's gone for a short pass. It's a shocker. Taylor's there, clashes with Schultz. Neither comes out with the ball, and umpire Neville Nash has decided on a bounce about 35 metres out from the Essendon goal. And when they were kicking towards this end of the first quarter, they managed only 5 points. Knocked down by Van der Haar, but the Fitzroy defence through Serafini. See the ball safely out of the danger zone towards centre field. Taken by Hawker. Kick number 11. He's the best player on the ground so far, up towards full forward. Crow was the high flyer. Once again, it's Taylor, though. A magnificent display in the back pocket for Fitzroy. And Taylor's kick out towards the half-back line. Gary Wilson's on his own. A high kick by Wilson in towards the centre wing, and it would have been a free kick anyway to Foles, but he takes the mark on centre wing. Playing on, Gary Foles. In he comes now. Goes across the ground, gets it towards the centre circle. McMahon almost completed the mark one-hander, but it goes to Francis. A bad hand pass. Carlton has the chance. Taps it out again to Francis. He's having an attack of the fumbles at the wrong time, so he decides to kick it off the ground, but through the mud it doesn't get very far. Sock it off the ground again for Essendon by Hawker, and the ball over the boundary line for a throw-in at the minute-and-a-half mark of the third quarter.
Well, it's about 50 metres around from the Fitzroy goal. France had a great first quarter, so much so that Neagle had to be shifted off him and placed on the wing on Carlson. They both missed that one, Madden and Lewis. Justin Madden off the ground, and of course Simon Madden taken over the role as first ruck. Alexander's done a marvellous job so far. There he is now, the man I was talking about. Good play as he taps it back there to Francis. In a bit of trouble. Intercepted by Watson. He's grabbed but still gets a kick back. Finally, it's picked up by Clayton. They shoot the ball back over to the centre half forward position. Fitzroy, they all missed this. There's a go for McMahon. A beautiful bit of play over to Parish. A goal coming up, I would say. No worries about that one. That's goal number 2 to Parish. Fitzroy 8 goals, 7.55 to Essendon 4.8.32. Well, that was great play on the part of Fitzroy that time. And they're looking good. That's a goal they really needed. That'll give them a terrific... Watch this in replay again. Ball kicked up there towards the centre half forward position off the top of the pack. And there we see a beautiful hand pass from McMahon over to Parish, and there's no doubt about the goal.
Third quarter in the elimination final, 2 3/4 minutes gone, 32 to 55, and Essendon certainly are going to have the job in front of them now. Umpire Nash bouncing the ball. Alexander doing it well from Madden, gets it to Francis. Francis to centre half forward for the Lions again. But gee, they're playing well. Conlon loses it, but the call was play on. Going on the bottom of the pack is Parish. It's a push in the back, and naturally he'll get the free kick. Well, Fitzroy have been playing in front all day. They had 11 free kicks before Essendon received one, and that's the reason. Wilson marks in front of Bahaja. And Wilson is in the forward pocket. Parish scored a goal here in the first term, and so did Poynton, but Wilson could be just a little bit further out. He's almost in front of the small scoreboard, but I would reckon within kicking distance. Probably about 40 to 45 metres at the most. So Gary Wilson, a chance to bring up Fitzroy's 9th goal and his first. A difficult shot. It won't be a score. It will land off the edge of the 10-metre square. Plenty of Essendon players are there. Carey goes for the short kick and finds Bahaja in the back pocket. He gets Essendon out of danger towards centre field. The mark was missed out there by Hurd, but he picks it up right at the second grab. In towards centre field, Alexander playing a great job in the ruck. Can he keep going for 4 quarters? He's beaten all comers at the moment, with perhaps the exception of Max Crow. A beautiful torpedo punt by Alexander, looking for Rendell. It's knocked away by Quinlan. The chance is for Wilson again. Steadies, goes for the handball. Super boot, 12 metres out, fires and is missed. Unbelievable. Unbelievable miss by Quinlan. Fitzroy, 8 goals, 8 now, 56 points. Essendon 4-8-32.
4.5 minutes into the third quarter, and the Lions have started off very well, kicking a goal in the first 2 minutes of play. Waiting on Clark to bring the ball back into play. The Bombers are in the hot seat at the moment. They're 32 points to Fitzroy 56. There's a Clark getting clear now as he boots the ball back there looking for Madden. Punches the ball on. Comes over to Hurd. He clears. He's got a lot of pace, this guy. And look at him go as he takes the ball to centre field. A long kick over the centre half forward position, looking there for Terry Danaher, who's got the mark. Beats Serafini that time. He's about 45 metres out from goal. Should go back and have the long kick. There's the kick. It's a long one too. It's a beautiful kick, but once again the Bombers are off target. And as Peter said before, they failed to score a goal in the first quarter. That was the end they were kicking to now. So it's 4 goals, 9.33 to Fitzroy, 8 goals, 8.56. Short pass, could be dangerous, but it's okay, and a mark there to Carlson. No, he's lost it. 15-metre penalty. Not too happy about that Vanderhaar. I think Vanderhaar's playing down there in defence. No, I'm round about the forward. That's all right. I've got round the wrong way. Carlson, ball shot back there towards the centre field area. Good mark there to Fowler. Kick back over the centre half forward position looking for Vanderhaar. Smith dropped that one, but there he is again. Taylor backing up. That's what he's been doing all day. He's played a great game down there in the back pocket position. Fowler got his hands to it, couldn't hold the mark. He goes after the ball again, but it's down there on Fitzroy's centre half forward position. And a chance for them to go deep into attack again. They're 8 goals, 8.56 to Essendon, 4, 9.33. I think with this bounce, it'll be Madden against Lewis this time. Knocked out by Lewis. A good one out there to Wilson. A beautiful pickup. The left foot snap towards the goals. That's not a bad sort of a kick, but it comes around too far and through for 1 point. So we see Fitzroy moving on to 8 goals, 9.57. To Essendon, 4 goals, 9.33, approaching the 6.5-minute mark of the third quarter.
Not even 4 goals the difference. The half-back, Neagle and Wilson. Scooped out by Herbert. Once again, Wilson takes it, gives it to Alexander, who in turn goes for the hand pass. Francis boots it back towards the 10-metre square. Plenty of players are there. And at the back of the pack is Poynton. I think he was as surprised as anybody because they all missed it. Watch this in replay. Let's see what actually does happen. As I said, plenty of players were there, but they all misjudged it, and at the back was Poynton. Now, he is directly in front of goal. When he comes in for the kick, he'll be only about 20 metres out. He's kicked 2 so far. And one of those, of course, was on the angle in the first term. It was a great shot. Let's see how he goes from straight in front. And that's not the greatest of kicks. So he got the hard one and missed the easy one. One behind for Fitzroy. So both he and Quinlan missing from 10 metres out. That is not good football. 4-9 to 8-10. 25 points the difference. Towards the half-back line. In front is Crow. Knocks it down to Donnell. Donnell's handball is effective. Taken by Hawker. Well caught down there. Superb tackle by Lewis, who takes the free kick for Fitzroy. Puts the Lions deep into attack. Lewis's kick towards half-forward. Super boot coming into his own. Can he make amends for that shocking miss about 3 or 4 minutes ago?
Been pretty quiet up to this stage of the match too, Peter.
He has. He's been well held. Had a couple of opponents, but
6 kicks up to this stage of the game.
Not his usual quota. 25 metres out. And what's he done with that one? That looks a little bit better. Quinlan brings up his first goal for Fitzroy, and the Lions go further ahead. 9-10-64 to 4-9-33.
Well, now the Essendon side are in real trouble. They're trailing by 31 points, and that's going to take a bit of pegging down the way that Fitzroy are playing. They're playing very confidently indeed. That was a magnificent goal kicked by Bernie Quinlan, better known as Super Boot.
Their worst mistake at the moment would be to believe that they have the match already won.
That'll be right, Peter.
In the Elimination Final on 7's Big League, 8.5 minutes gone in the third quarter.
Alexander again, and what a game he's playing. He knocks the ball out. Andrews overruns. Francis loses the ball too. They go down. Andrews is on top of it, and the umpire's going to ball it up. That centre half forward again for Fitzroy, and they're going back into attack again. Well, they're putting pressure on Essendon now. The Bombers have hardly been into attack this quarter. And of course, they're kicking to the end. They failed to score in the first quarter. Picked up by Wilson again. It's down there towards the full forward position. Off the top of the pack, they're all missing it. Clark grabbed by Rendell. Dropping the ball. There's a chance for the Lions to go further in front. Well, the Fitzroy crowd are going mad at the moment. And Big Rendell hasn't had many kicks up to this stage. This is kick number 1 for the match so far. There's the distance. Oh, the big fella's got to kick this one. This will make them really jump, Fitzroy. It'll boost their morale no end. Let's see what he can do with this one. Only about 15 metres out, directly in front. Runs in, fires. Umpire doesn't even move. It's a goal of Fitzroy.
Rendell's first goal.
And his first kick. 10 goals, 10-70 Fitzroy. To Essendon, 4-9-33, approaching the 9.5-minute mark. Well, Peter, things are looking crook for the Bombers at the moment, and of course, full marks to Fitzroy from the very word go. They've tackled better, their back line has been magnificent, And, of course, they've been first to the ball, and consequently they've had most of the free kicks, and so they should.
I think you summed it up pretty well there. Fitzroy's tackling has been absolutely superb today. They've tackled better than I've ever seen them. Third quarter in the elimination final from VFL Park on Sevens Big League, 70-33. The Lions taking a vice-like grip on this match, but Essendon have come back in the past. Let's see if they can do it this afternoon. Foles nearly had his head pulled off, and he'll take the free kick at centre field. Gary Foles, one of Essendon's best today. Foles the half-forward. That's a good mark at Danaher, and he would be about 50 metres out from goal. Let's see if he can put Essendon deep into attack. Plenty of distance in the kick up towards full forward. Off the hands of Smith, or was it straight through? No, it's a goal! That was a leg break. And a badly needed goal for Essendon, kicked by Danaher. No one touched that in the goal square. His first, and the Bombers come back. 5 goals, 9, 39 points. Fitzroy, 10-10, 70.
I noticed that Ron Andrews has been shifted from centre-half back down to full forward. Well, he's not going that well down there, and plus they want to put a bit of strength in front of their attacking line down there.
Certainly could be a good move, because Andrews has been beaten so far. 31 points the difference, 11 and a quarter minutes gone in the third term, 39-70. Fitzroy is still in a very handy position. Madden, big long punch with the back of the hand, looking for Watson, couldn't find him. Plenty of Fitzroy players are there. Laurie gets ridden into the ground, but the umpire says no free kick. Foles at right half forward, pursued by Clayton, but he's got more speed than the Fitzroy player. A long shot at goal. Look at that one. The Bombers are coming back. It's another goal. His second goal. Gary Foles, and the crowd comes to life at VFL Park. Essendon 6-9-45. Fitzroy 10-10-70.
Well, there's 25 points the difference. It's raining goals at the moment. What's this bit of play on the part of Foles? This is really dashing football, and the sort of football that makes Australian football so great. There's the bounce.
Elimination final now, 45-70 in favour of Fitzroy. 2 quick goals to Essendon. Can the Bombers get another one?
25 points the difference. Free kick here. It'll go to Ronnie Alexander. Doesn't waste any time. He wants to get the ball down there quickly. Looking down there for the forward pocket position. The ball finally forced out again as they're going out for Farts. He's played a great game in the centre. He'll drive them deep and he'll take. He fires for the goals. But it's finally forced through that time by Stoner. So it's 6 goals, 9-45. Essendon to Fitzroy, 10-11-71. 24 points the difference, and still a long way to go. The Bombers won't give up without a fight. But Fitzroy's got the box position at the moment. They're in front. And down it comes to McMahon. He's attacked that time by Neagle. They go over left and right, pushed out. And finally on the boundary line there we see Foles cutting the ball over the line and out of bounds. It's about 35 metres around from the Fitzroy goal. Fitzroy supporters rooting for their team at the moment, but by God, there's plenty of Bomber supporters. We see Wilson take the ball out now to France. He fumbled the ball. This gives a chance now for Fitzroy to get Essendon to get clear. Finally, it's picked up by Bahaja. Runs into trouble, loses the ball. Back it comes again. It's finally forced out by Rendell. Knocked away, or kicked away. That time by Stoneham out wide. Going after this Laurie. But he's beaten for the ball that time by Hurd. But he won't give up. Good play. And it's holding the ball. Umpire said go back and have the kick. He's played a great game out there too, Laurie at half-back. Not much of him, but by golly, he's all hard as the ball goes down there towards the forward pocket position. Stoneham flew high and the ball is finally forced out of bounds. Still about 30 metres around from the Fitzroy goal. Fitzroy at 10-11-71 to Essendon 6-9-45 as we approach the 14-minute mark of this, the third quarter. Knocked out by Madden. Or kicked away by Hawker, but it's well smothered. They stack up there, and the umpire still called play, and it's finally picked up by Foles. He hasn't been a bad player for Essendon today either. Back towards Ronnie Alexander. He smothers the ball, goes after it again. He picks it up beautifully, and a great bit of play on the part of Alexander, but Serafini messed it up. He's clear now on the boundary line. The ball is finally shot up towards that half-forward line for Fitzroy, and it's out of bounds.
Penalty kick will be taken for Essendon. Gary Foles will take it. Foles at right half back to Neagle. Crow. Crow at centre half forward. Puts Essendon deep into attack. They're looking for Andrews. He's got the mark in front of Smith. As Lou mentioned a few minutes back, Andrews moves to the full forward position after having a dirty day in defence, and Andrews has a chance to bring up his first goal. Well, Chris Smith isn't slow, and Ronnie got clear of him by about 2.5 metres. Let's see how the Essendon defender kicks at goal. That looks okay. Andrews' first goal. Essendon have picked the last three, and the back in business certainly in the elimination final. Scores of which read: Essendon 7-9, 51. Fitzroy 10-11, 71. And so after Fitzroy led by 37 points at the 8-minute mark, the difference is now only 20 points, and Essendon certainly not looking a beaten side by any manner or means. So it could be a good move by Essendon to put Andrews on the forward line. Has Kevin Sheedy done it again? £20 the difference at the 15.5-minute mark, third term. Madden and Alexander. No one gets an effective tap out of that one. Watson's on the bottom of that little stack up. Mahaja comes out with the ball, and the umpire has decided again to ball it up. This one will be a little bit more crowded. The wingman and everyone on top of it. Alexander. Neagle couldn't take it. Wild handball out of the pack goes to Carlson. Can't take it on the run though. Thompson. About his first kick for the match, I think, for Essendon. Thompson up towards left half forward. Taylor going through very solidly, but the ball over the boundary line, and we'll see it thrown into play.
16 minutes gone, 20 points the difference. 7-9, 51. Essendon, Fitzroy 10-11, 71. 20 points the difference in favour of the Roys. Alexander against Crow. Alexander tapped it out. Suljuggers the ball, pushed out by Crow, intercepted by Laurie, taken off his boot. That time by Hurd, running to an open goal. This could look dangerous, or it could be dangerous. And it's a goal, and the Boys are back in business. 8 goals, 9, 57 Essendon. To Fitzroy, 10-11, 71.
Well, Shane Hurd has certainly made a difference, Lou, since he came on. He's lent a little bit of speed to Essendon. You mentioned in the first half a lot of them looked slow, and he's certainly added the bite they needed around the packs.
You watch it taken off the boot that time by Hurd, and as Peter said before, a very quick play and streaks away from his opponent, steadies himself, and there's no doubt about that result.
4 goals have been kicked in 6 minutes here at VFL Park, 57-71.
And knocked away by Alexander. Oh, Lewis fumbled, in goes Vanderhaar, playing at centre-half back at the moment. Andrews down in attack. The ball at the centre field. The umpire said it's a ball up at centre field again. They've made quite a few changes. They've brought Hurd on the ground. Thompson's on the ground. Justin Madden's off. Alexander Vanderhaar playing at centre-half back. And, of course, Ronnie Andrews just kicking a goal before it full forward. Knocked out by Alexander. Ball pushed away by Watson. Down in towards centre-half forward. There's a chance now for Terry Danaher. Can't get clear. And the umpire's found a free kick. It'll go to Taylor, no doubt. One of the best players on the ground, certainly Fitzroy's best player down there in the back pocket. He's got the ball at centre-half back. Looking there for Poynton. Got the ball on his own on an easy mark. He's away from Vanderhaar very quickly. Fitzroy go back into attack again. Clark's in the way. Couldn't hold the mark. In comes Bernie Quinlan. He can't pick it up. Rendell gives the hand pass over to Parry. A long hand pass to Wilson. He can't miss this. It's a goal to Fitzroy. So it's Essendon. 8 goals, 9, 57 to Fitzroy, 11-11, 77.
And Fitzroy hit back some fine handball. Parrish again involved in it, and Gary Wilson in the goal square, as Lou said, couldn't possibly miss, but he was the one that just finished it off.
It's a top-class game. You'll see this in replay again. Good play on the part of Rendell, and beautiful play on the part of Parrish. That's the second he's done for the day, and Wilson would have had to fall over to miss that one.
Elimination final, an action-packed third quarter. Nearly 19 minutes gone. Herbert off the ground for Fitzroy as the ball was bounced in the centre. Neither Alexander nor Madden gets it, but it goes to Mahaja. Essendon go into attack once more. To full forward. Smith, here's Andrews again. Can he make it goal number 2? Serafini hot on his hammer. Andrews trying to play the ball in front. Gets it cleverly to Hurd. Hurd snaps it goal. Into the goal square. Goal. Raining goals at VFL Park. 2 goals to Shane Hurd. And what a game we're witnessing here in the third quarter. Fitzroy, 11-11, 77. Essendon, 9-9, 63.
That was great play on the part of Andrews, and well picked up, Peter, because he tapped it nicely out to Hurd. He knew he couldn't bend down to pick it up himself, so he gave it to the next best thing. And, of course, we see it in replay again. Andrews in a bit of trouble here. Couldn't quite pick it up, so he taps it nicely over to Hurd. And watch this shot for goal. What a beauty.
Beautiful shot. Well shepherded through by Max Crow. 20 minutes gone in the Channel 7 elimination final from VFL Park. 63-77 the third term. Vanderhaar for Essendon. Tries to get it out to Clark, and that's successful. Clark goes for the short pass out towards the wing, looking for Hurd. Is he going to be their match winner? Here's Hawker. Back to Hurd. Hurd at right half forward flank. Laurie's got his work cut out now. In towards the full forward position, and Clayton chips in to take a nice mark for Fitzroy and get the Lions out of danger, momentarily at least. Harris underneath the ball. Clark is too tall, but spilt the mark. And the umpire has paid it to him. Neil Clark from centre wing. Well up from the back pocket where he generally plays. In front is Crow, tries to take the one-hander and couldn't do so. Thompson was in there. It comes out eventually to Hawker, who has a ping at the goals, but Chris Smith, standing firm in the last line of defence, takes the ball in front of Andrews, boots it back whence it came. Hawker again in front of the pack, but he couldn't take it on this occasion. Conlon's in there for Fitzroy, having all sorts of trouble. Essendon really putting the pressure on at the moment, but Conlon has got the free kick at half-back and goes for the hand pass.
No messing about, a hand pass from Harris over to Poynton. Fitzroy badly needing a goal now. And it's a chance for McMahon to mark. He does. And he's out there on that half-forward flank, a good 65 metres out from goal. Oh, he's in a bit of trouble here. Hand pass coming over to Poynton again. He fumbled. In goes Watson over the line just about. It's on the edge of the line. The boundary umpire says, OK, play on, Clark. Clark's out there at half-back. The ball shot back there. A chance for Conlon to mark. Knocked away by Hawker, but the umpire's paying it. We're at the 21-minute mark. 77 points Fitzroy to Essendon 63, and what a game. One of the best games we've seen for a long time. As the ball comes over the centre half-forward position. Knocked out that time by Madden. Coming in to pick it up is Terry Danaher at centre half-back. Goes for a pass out wide to Watts from his own. He'll go for another hand pass over to Powell. And this is good football on the part of Essendon. Another long hand pass over there wide to Hawker. Hawker will go for the long kick up there towards the full forward position. The pack fly. No one can take the mark. Alexander trying to tap it out. He gets it between his legs. They pile in there. Alexander again with a good hand pass to Conlon. Another one back to Serafini. And Fitzroy take it away from the danger zone. A short pass to Wilson at centre half back. A long kick over the centre half forward position. But there's Carey going through like a steam train. Goes for a short pass out wide. And a mark to Watson. They're all bobbing up now for Essendon as they go into attack again. The ball falls short. Fowler can't pick it up. In chips Bahajar. A hand pass, but not a good one. Down goes Fowler. Umpire still calling play on. And he's going to ball it up at centre half forward for Essendon. 11 goals, 11, 77 Fitzroy. To Essendon, 9 goals, 9, 63. 22 and a half minutes gone of this third quarter. And what a third quarter it is.
14 points the difference. Francis gets pushed over and he'll take the free kick at centre half-back. Very crowded half-back line it is too. Parrish goes back in front of Donnell. Hadn't crossed the mark. Now he's got a 15-metre penalty against him, but he plays on straight away, trying to get it down to Carlson, which he does. In comes Van der Haar, but Carlson's off. Long hand ball to Lewis. Lewis. Oh, well, it tried to run straight through Simon Madden and wasn't successful. It's picked up by Van der Haar. Van der Haar's kick and turn up towards centre field. Serafini's rung out of position. He's the full-back. Down towards half-forward. And the mark taken down there by Conlon. Conlon about 55 to 60 metres out from goal. Decides to go for the short pass. And Carlson takes it in front of his opposite number 18, Paul Van der Haar. Hasn't scored a goal so far today, and if ever he's going to kick one, it couldn't come at a better time for Fitzroy, as Essendon really have their tails up in the latter stages of this third quarter, which, as Lou said, has been action-packed. We've had goals galore. That's the distance he has to kick. Should get it okay, but let's see how the accuracy will be from there. He's directly in front pretty well. Lee Carlson, former Collingwood player, hasn't scored a goal today, going to favour the drop punt. Goal umpire hasn't really moved. Rindle applauds in first game fashion at full points. And yet another goal comes up in the third quarter, this time to Carlson. Fitzroy, 12-11, 83, leading Essendon 9-9, 63.
Well, they've still picked up 6 points on their half-time lead of 17 points, Peter, so they're still doing okay.
But remember, Lou, that they did at one stage lead by 37 points at the 8-minute mark of the term.
That's right.
Channel 7 Elimination Final from BFL Park in the third quarter has been in progress 24 minutes. It's 20 points the difference. Knocked down by Simon Madden. Going through as Grant Fowler with the ball. Fowler puts it loose out towards the right half-forward flank. Max Crow is there for Essendon. Can the big ruckman bend out and pick it up in front of Laurie? Successful in doing just that. Fires the short one up towards full forward. Serafini was there. Here's Bahajar. More danger for Fitzroy. A snapshot at goal. Into the goal square. Smith in front. And the mark taken for Essendon. Thompson, who has had only one kick so far in the match. He is directly in front of goal, but he might be brought around just a little bit. Let's wait and see what the umpire does. Michael Thompson couldn't possibly miss that. And hasn't. He's put it through for 4 points, and so Essendon replied very quickly yet again. Thompson's first, 10-9-69. Essendon, Fitzroy, 12-11-83.
There it is in replay. A nice kick by Bahaja. That's a beautiful mark by Thompson. Positioned himself well, and of course, in between two Fitzroy defenders, and the result was the goal.
Elimination Final, third term. Just into time on now, 69-83 before round about 59,000 at VFL Park.
14 points the difference. And we've got the last quarter to contend with. It should be a ripper. This third one's been a beauty as the ball hits the deck again. Neagle trying to get out the pack. He gets a hand pass back. Ball driven up there by Foles. Over centre half forward. Crow coming in. Got the mark. Good mark for Crow. He's taken 8 marks for the match. And Crow, not the most accurate kick for goal. Misses the easy ones and kicks the hard ones. This time he's about 35 metres out from goal, directly in front.
Even money.
Well, I'd say even money, yes. Could be a little bit towards about 6-4, I'd reckon, the way he's kicked today. Let's see the shot by Crow. Now he's off target again, and the ball is through for 1 point. So it's 10 goals, 10-70 Essendon. The Fitzroy 12-11-83 at the 26-minute mark of this third quarter. Crowd round about the 60,000 mark. A short pass from Smith out there to Serafini in his own. There's a chance to create the loose man as he runs around to that half-back flank position, showing a lot of dash. Ball finally driven out there towards Lewis and Van der Haar. Nicely picked up by Lewis. Well tackled by Van der Haar. But the umpire called play on as we see Harris having a bit of trouble getting the ball back. But he gets the kick down there towards the forward pocket. There's little Conlon forcing his way through the pack. He weaves and dodges. The ball up there towards Alexander, trying to muscle for position. Punches the ball out. But intercepting well is Clark. Clark there at full-back goes for a long kick, looking for Timmy Watson. He's got the mark. Timmy Watson balks, did a blind turn there on his own. It wasn't necessary. Finally the kick is over centre half forward, looking for Crow again. He's got it. Got it for mark number 9. And a 15-metre penalty, I would say. No, he's not going for that, the umpire. Yes, he is. He's calling him down. Now, Crow is only about 20 metres out directly in front, and he's kicked 4 behinds today.
2-1 on this one.
Well, we see the difference now. 13 points. This will make it 7 points the difference if he's successful kicking this goal. Crow comes in. There's the kick. What's he done with it? 1 point again. So it's 12 points the difference now, and Crow can't kick a goal. He's kicked 5 behinds. And we're at the 27.5-minute mark. It's 12-11-83 Fitzroy to Essendon 10-11-71.
I think Max Crow would have to crack it eventually, even under those odds, but he couldn't. 5 points to Max Crow. Goodness me. He'll probably kick an astronomical goal in the final quarter and win the match for Essendon.
Kick it from the boundary line.
Yeah. And they seem to have lost that ball.
Well, we've seen Crow, Peter, over the years, miss the easiest of goals, even from the edge of the kick-off mark, and then on the boundary line, he's kicked impossible goals, and that time there shouldn't have been any doubt about that one at all, but to me, it appears if he takes his eye off the ball when he's kicking, I think he should get Doug White to give him some kicking lessons.
Might be a very good idea. Serafini from fullback, time on being played in the third quarter, out towards half-back. Thompson tries to take the mark away from Smith, not successful. Chris Smith looking for Lewis in front of Van der Haar. Van der Haar flies, 3 bites. OK, says the umpire, it's yours. Paul Van der Haar at centre field or centre wing will put Essendon back into attack. Goes for the long kick. Big pack of players set themselves down there, one of whom was Max Crow. Comes out to Terry Danaher. He has a flying shot at goal. In it goes. Bounces just inside the boundary line. Goes to Andrews. Who puts it through? 2 goals to Ronnie Andrews since being moved to full forward in the third quarter, and it's 1 goal the difference. Essendon 11-11-77, Fitzroy 12-11-83.
Well, there's no doubt about it. Ronnie Andrews has become the match winner, moved from centre half. Watch it in replay, and a little bit of bad luck for Serafini here because the ball bounced the wrong way over his head, and the KGL Ron Andrews puts it through for a nice left foot goal.
Only 6 points the difference now, 77-83 at the 29.5-minute mark of the third quarter. And what a quarter it's been, a magnificent term of football, especially by the Bombers. Knocked down by Justin Madden, who's back on the field. Clayton tries to get it clear. Wilson gets a kick in, but it's not a long one, up towards half forward. Here's Quinlan, super good himself. They need him to fire now. Poynton's there, but the mark almost taken by Clark. The umpire says play on. It goes to Conlon. Conlon goes for the handball to Alexander, not quite long enough. And knocked away by Merritt and the ball over the boundary line, much to the delight of the Essendon fans down there behind the gunners. The old KG line couldn't get it that time, but it's a boundary throw-in, only about 15 metres from the goal. Alexander number 6 and Madden 44. Madden wins it, but he couldn't get it out very far. Wilson on the bottom of that little stack-up. The ball booted out towards Parrish. Parrish and Merritt. McMahon comes out with it back to Wilson, who steadies, has a shot at the goals. Quinlan's there and just can't mark it before it's over the boundary line again. And what's more, to the delight of the Essendon fans behind the goals, is the free kick is taken by Clark.
6 points the difference. We see Bahajar take the mark out there, a little short of half-back. Very wisely, they've brought Justin Madden on. A good move on the part of their coach, Kevin Sheedy, because they must realise, I suppose he realises now that Alexander must be getting a little bit tired after doing all the work here today in the ruck. There's a good mark taken by Rendell. A hand pass to Lewis. It comes over to Wilson now. Wilson's in trouble, gives a wild hand pass back. This gives Timmy Watson a chance, and he's grabbed. Umpire said too high. Could have been a bit lucky that time. Well, they've got Justin Madden on the ground after being off the ground for 2 quarters. Short pass out wide to Vanderhaar. He's been shifted to centre half back, and he's got the ball now at centre half forward. But Ronnie Andrews is the man of the match at the moment, kicking 2 goals in this quarter since shifted to full forward. That's Donnell now going for a short pass. It falls a bit short. It beats a few of them that time. Andrews lost off. He tries to tap it out. They fall over left and right. The umpire's going to ball it up about 30 metres out from the Essendon goal. There's 77 points to Fitzroy 83. Up she goes. Crow and Rendell. Rendell got the tap down. Standing at the back as Wilson taps it on. It's intercepted again by Donnell. Umpire said a free kick. It'll go there to Carlson for one on the back. And Carlson's got the free kick at half-back. Doesn't waste any time. A long hand pass over there to Parrish at centre half-back. He's got a Paddock to run in now. He's on his own, trying to create the loose man by dragging a line up there. And a good pass out there towards Quinlan. Quinlan's kick is a short one, looking for Conlon. Carey's there, got into his back. In comes Point, and right after him is Clark. He gets a hand pass back. Stoneham intercepts. He goes down. Harris is on his back. And the umpire's going to ball it up about 35, 40 metres out from the Fitzroy goal. And they're still hanging on in there by a goal. They were 17 points in front at half-time. At one stage of this quarter, Pete, I think they were 37 points in front, Fitzroy.
At the 8-minute mark, Lou.
So it's a great... There's the siren to end the 3rd quarter, and we see the score now. 12-11, 83, Fitzroy, to Essendon. 11 goals, 11, 77. Well, that was a great...
By Neville Nash coming in to get the ball and put play underway. What a match it's been, especially in that 3rd term. Umpire Neville Nash coming in to bounce the ball in the Channel 7 Elimination Final in 1981, 58,598. The official attendance here this afternoon as the ball hits the deck. Alexander tries to get a kick at it, not successful. Taken away by Essendon. Watson boots the ball up towards right half forward. Only travelled about 15 metres there. McMahon tries to go through, lost the ball in so doing it. Umpire Nash has decided to ball it up. And that ball up will take place only about 5 or so metres from the centre circle. So in the first 30 seconds of play, we haven't made much headway. Knocked away by Justin Madden. Quinlan to Harris. Harris having trouble gaining control. Tries to find Conlon. Successful. Conlon from half forward, or it goes off the side of the boot out towards where Carlson could be able to pick it up, but it doesn't bounce too kindly for him. It's picked up by Donnell. Donnell goes for the short one, puts it into the open spaces. Terry Danaher gets there first before O'Neill. Danaher picks it up well. Steadies, shoots it in towards the half-forward line. Crow is there, one of Essendon's best players. Chris Smith is right there with him. Hawker comes in and takes it off both of them. Francis is too late. Ball in towards the forward pocket. Now here comes Serafini and Taylor. Thompson's there, tucks it out to Andrews. Can he make it goal number 3? A snapshot is wide and in fact has gone out of bounds on the full. And the penalty kick to Fitzroy will be taken down there in the back pocket. And it will be taken by Clayton. He's coming around the members' stand side. Watson to Folds. Again, one of Essendon's best. He's gone for a short pass and Taylor takes the mark in the back pocket.
Good defensive play on the part of Taylor. One of Fitzroy's best players today. No doubt about that. A little bit quiet in the 3rd quarter, but sensational in the first half. So nearly a mark there to Justin Madden. He's been off the ground since quarter time, and they've brought him back on again, thinking that Alexander's a bit tired. Finally picked up by Vanderhaar, now playing at centre half back. Shoots the ball over half forward. Alexander misses that one. In goes Terry Danaher, taps the ball out towards Bahajar. Shows a lot of strength, the little fella, but he's grabbed again. Gets a hand pass back to Hawker. Hawker's going after it again. He's grabbed here by Clayton. Carted over the line and holding the ball. Fitzroy not giving up yet. There's 6 points in front. At one stage in that third quarter, led by 37 points. It looked as though they had the game wrapped up, but Fitzroy, Essendon came back with a wham. Short pass over there to Wilson. Wilson clear. Goes for another kick looking for Francis. Oh, there's Van Haar. What a beautiful mark. Van Haar's a left footer. Coming in as Terry Danaher. Takes a nice mark at centre half forward. Up into that time by Wilson. He'll go for a long kick. Looking up there for Ronnie Andrews or Quarry. Going for a short pass. It's okay. He's found Bahajar only about 35 to 40 metres out from goal directly in front. And Bahajar's yet to score a goal. It's a goal the difference. This will tie the game up if he kicks this one. But there's a long way to go yet. Not a very good kick, and it's out of bounds on the full, and a penalty free kick to go to Fitzroy down there in the back pocket position. We're at the 3.5-minute mark of the last quarter. Still a goal the difference in favour of Fitzroy. Ball back into play again. Oh, big mark to Madden. And it was a wise move on the part of Sheedy bringing him on the ground in this last quarter. And there's Ronnie Alexander's got the mark. Andrews, I should say. Andrews. Of course, he was a great player in the third quarter, kicking 2 goals after being shifted from centre half back, where he wasn't so hot.
O'Neill off and Manane on for Fitzroy.
Let's see whether Ronnie Andrews can get his third goal. There's the kick. Doesn't quite make the distance, I don't think. It's finally forced through for 1 point. So it's still 12 goals, 11-83 Fitzroy to Essendon, 11 goals, 12-78.
A thrilling elimination final here as Alexander prepares to take the kick out, kicking it clear of hand and foot, smothered by Hurd. Alexander will have to rush it through. So a bad mistake by the veteran Lion.
Played well today, just the same, Pete.
He has, one of Fitzroy's best, but he might be getting a little bit tired now, like a few of his teammates. 4 points the difference. He's gone for another short pass. It could be out of bounds without being touched. It is. That's a free kick. So 2 mistakes by Ron Alexander, and both at a crucial stage of the match. Bahajar to take the free kick. I wonder if he'll learn. Bahajar goes for the short pass, looking for Stoden, couldn't find him. Now it's Fitzroy's turn to capitalise on mistakes. Oh, Wilson got one right around the chops and will take the free kick. Gary Wilson in towards centre field. Mark taken by Harris, who plays on straight away, gets away from Fold, puts it up towards the half-forward position into open territory there. It's 2-on-1 in favour of Essendon. McMahon late on the scene. Through the legs it goes. Picked up by Stoden at centre half-back. One of Essendon's key defenders, Stoden, the Hawker, who had 10 kicks to half-time and was Essendon's best player up until that stage. Hawker down towards the full-forward position for the Bombers. Taylor, one of the best Lions on the ground today, to Smith. To Quinlan. Super boot at left half-back. Thought about the hand pass, now goes for the pass up towards Francis, and he takes it at centre wing. Peter Francis now looking for a lead. Sees one. Harris making it. Oh, one straight into Van Haar. And what's the result of that? No free kick either way, says the umpire. And picked up by Clayton down towards full forward or half forward. Clark knocks it clear. Into the open space as it comes again. Merritt's there for Essendon. Goes for the long kick. That's good defence. Back towards the centre wing position. Getting high was Laurie. And backing up well is Quinlan. He's well shepherded. Super boot. Puts Fitzroy into attack. They need a goal here. Up towards full forward. Rendell couldn't take the mark. Here's Manane. Gives it to Poynton. Poynton in the forward pocket. Gets it back towards the 10-metre square and touched just on the line by Carey. And so Sevens big league scoreboard from VFL Park. Essendon 11-13, 79. Fitzroy 12-12, 84.
5 points the difference as the ball comes back into play. Oh, flying high was Wilson, but lost sight of the ball. The umpire's found a free kick. It'll go to Essendon. And to take the free kick will be Donnell. Goes for a short pass. It's a good one. Hurd was a very good player coming on that third quarter. Kicks the ball over the half-forward line. Coming in to meet it now is Smith. Smith's out there and he's only got to pick it up and he fumbles it. In goes Terry Danaher and it'll be a ball up. Took too long that time, Smith, and gave the Bombers a chance to go back into attack again because it's out of a ball up there about 70 metres out from their goal. 5 points the difference in favour of Fitzroy. The ball comes to the ground again. A hand pass. Finally pushed away again by Francis. Back towards centre field. And there's Hawker going after. The hand pass. Thompson it was. A hand pass. by Fowles. Kicks it up there towards Alexander, but punched on well that time by Serafine, and it's out of bounds. Out of bounds in the forward pocket position. Right against the point post. So a chance for all the Bombers to score a goal here now. By golly, that third quarter, Peter, was a great quarter, wasn't it?
Magnificent. One of the best we've seen this year, Lou.
Waiting now for the ball to come back into play. Crow and Alexander doing battle here. Alexander got it down to Smith. A hand pass out wide. Finally picked up here by Parrish. A left footer out wide. It's too long. It'll hit the line. I think it'll be a throw in from that centre wing, or up towards the centre wing position. Still a good way around from the Essendon goal. They're trailing by 5 points at the moment. Waiting for the ball to come back into play. Alexander against Justin Madden. Madden got the knockout. Going after it now as Wilson's going to go to pick it up. He does. Kicks the ball back towards the centre wing position. Van der Haar there couldn't hold the mark. It hits the ground. Finally picked up by McMahon. He's clear. A left foot kick well over the centre half forward position as players bustle for position. Conlon tried to cover, but the umpire's playing the mark there to Carey, right at the centre half back position for Essendon.
The Ronnie Andrews lookalike. Carey to Neagle. And Neagle's got a panic to move it on centre wing. Decides to go for the long kick down towards half forward, and a fine mark brought in by Crow. At 10 marks to Max Crow, and away he goes. He's kicked 5 points though. Hasn't scored a goal yet. Thompson has. Can he make it 2? Into the pocket it comes, and the mark taken by Grant Laurie. Laurie, long kick looking for Francis. Flies high, couldn't complete the mark. Harris, well shepherded, gets it out to Clayton. Clayton a little bit too slow, and has put it over the boundary line. Yes, he has, on the full. The penalty to Essendon, who are finishing the better of the two sides. Fitzroy looking a little bit tired. Watson with the free. In short, Thompson takes the mark. Thompson at right half forward, but about 60 metres out from goal. Puts it high, looking for a big mark. Plenty of Fitzroy players are there. They spoil each other almost, and the mark brought down by Parrish. Parrish in the back pocket. Fitzroy defending desperately. Big punch by Merritt, sees the ball safely over the boundary line in front of the members' stand, and once again the boundary throw-in will take place. This time it's about 55 metres around from the behind post. 79 to 84, still in favour of Fitzroy. They've led for most of the day, in fact all of the day. Essendon gradually pegging them back. Knocked down by Terry Danaher in that mud heap down there. That's about the worst spot on VFL Park at the moment. After the recent rains we've had, it still hasn't dried out. Of course, it gets the shade earlier than most of the other parts of the oval. Knocked down by Justin Madden to Bahajar. Wild handball comes to Thompson. Thompson screws around, puts it into the pocket again. Smith is there for Fitzroy. Can't punch the ball clear. Going through very solidly as Hurd. Shoots at goal. 1 point. Andrews was on his own in the goal square too, but I didn't think he saw him. And so that makes the difference. 4 points in favour of the Lions. 84 to 80 in the Channel 7 Elimination Final.
10 minutes gone of the last quarter. We wait now for Serafini to bring the ball back into play. There's the kick out there towards that half-back flank position. Ball knocked to the ground. Clayton goes after it. In a bit of trouble. A hand pass out to Harris. Another long one coming out to Wilson. Wilson's out there on that half-back flank. The ball's booted back there towards the wing position. Chance there for Lewis to mark, but Van der Haar's there with him. He gets the front posse. He's grabbed, but finally flings his way clear. The ball smothered as it comes back to Wilson again. And he sends Fitzroy back into attack up towards their half-forward line, and a mark taken there by Rendell. That many kicks for today. I think that's kick number 2 for Rendell. A short pass. It's okay. We see Lewis going for a hand pass over here to Point in a bit of trouble, but he gets close. Well smothered by Merritt. In goes Conlon. He copped one on the head that time, and they pile up there in the forward pocket, and the umpire's going to ball it up. It's a tough game of football. And of course, there's only 4 points the difference in favour of Fitzroy. And at one stage, as I said before, they led by 37 points in that third quarter. But they're still in there with a lead of 4 points, so they've got to get it back, Essendon. The ball kicked up there by Carey. It could go out of bounds. Now it swings back and a mark there to an umpire call play on a Quinlan. Finally picked up by McMahon. Rendell's kick is smothered by Van der Haar. He still covers the ball. In goes Rendell. About 4 of them pile in there, and the umpire's going to ball it up about 35 metres out from the Fitzroy goal. 11 and a half minutes gone for this last quarter. Still 4 points the difference in favour of Fitzroy. Knocked out by Rendell, forced out of bounds again by Bahajar. Poynton yelling out there. It was a deliberate knockout, but the umpire won't have a bar of that. It'll be Rendell against Justin Madden for this knockout. Still about 30 metres around from the Fitzroy goal. Knocked out by Rendell. Poynton picks it up, then fumbles the ball. Umpire's found a free kick. It'll go there to Fowler, and Fowler takes the free kick down there at the full-back position.
Still, we haven't had a goal scored in the final term, which was in stark contrast to the third quarter when we had goals of plenty, 12 in actual fact. That's a fine Essendon mark brought in by Terry Danaher. He too has lifted his game in the second half. Danaher towards centre wing. It's short. Oh, both Donnell and Hawker lifted to each other. Taken now by Donnell from the handball. Donnell is right on centre wing, showing his opponent Carlson a clean pair of heels. Oh, he's stuck there in mid-stride and nearly lost it, but he still has it. Well played by Frank Donnell. Puts the ball deep into the Essendon attacking zone. At the back, Serafini. Good grab. Serafini in that true full-back position. Wondering where the umpire is directing him to kick it. He has to kick over the mark. He's gone for a short pass. Francis takes the mark at right half-back. And still, we haven't had a goal scored. 13 minutes of play, elapsing in the final term. Still anybody's match, of course, with the difference being only 4 points. It's a real nail-biter here at VFL Park. Francis will get penalised for wasting time if he doesn't kick it. Crow takes mark number 11. Max Crow, one of the best on the ground for Essendon, but he's kicked 5 points. He won't score from there, but that's a mammoth kick in towards the 10-metre square.
He's going to be the match winner, I'll tell you.
Andrews takes a screamer. 11 metres out from goal, maybe 12 or 13, but what a place to take it and what a time to take it. A goal here will put Essendon in front for the first time today, which he has done. The Bombers lead by 2 points in the Channel 7 Elimination Final. Scores: Essendon 12-14, 86, Fitzroy 12-12, 84.
Well, it was certainly a great move on the part of Kevin Sheedy to put him down there at full forward. Watch this mark and replay. Got the sit on Ronnie Alexander. And, of course, rode him pretty well and takes an easy mark.
There he is, Ron Andrews. Kicked 3 goals since being moved to full forward after half-time. Is it the match-winning move? The Elimination Final from VFL Park on 7's Big League. It's now 2 points the difference at the 14.5-minute mark.
This time it's in favour of the Bombers. Centre bounce. Knocked out by Madden. Oh, there was Hurd going through, and he's been a great player since coming on the ground at half-time. Smith taps the ball over. Finally picked up by Bahajar. Threads his way through the pack. Shoots the ball down there to Alexander again. Punched away by Serafini. They both race after the ball. Coming in as Hawker. It's on the line, and it's finally forced out of bounds. But it's deep in the heart of the Bomber attacking zone. It's only about 25 metres around from their goal. So Fitzroy on the defensive now, and they're trailing by 2 points. Alexander and Justin Madden for the knockout. Now it's Crow. Finally, Alexander gets a hurried kick back there towards Parrish in a bit of trouble. That's a beautiful mark. Decides to go back, and then he decides to play on. Runs to centre half back, kicks it back towards the centre of the ground. At the back is Bandahar. Finally, it's knocked down to McMahon. A hurried kick back towards centre half forward. Coming in to meet it now as Carey overruns the ball. The ball finally tapped on by Lewis, but he can't pick it up. And that Essendon defence is standing up well as Laurie tries to get... No, it's Quinlan trying to get clear. A hand pass out there to Harris. A short kick back to Manane. Out it comes now to Conlon, and going to run into trouble. Gets a hand pass over to Wilson. Wilson's clear. It's a left foot snap for goal. He's put it through. And Fitzroy in front again. That's goal number 2 to Wilson. The score. Fitzroy 13-12, 90 to Essendon 12-14, 86. And what a game we've got on our hands. You watch it in replay again. A lot of fumbling going on, and we see him run into Clark that time, Conlon, but Wilson breaks clear of the pack. That was a beautiful left foot snap for goal.
One of the best snapshots of the day. 2 goals to Gary Wilson. Who's going to win this match? 21 kicks to Wilson as he receives some words of advice from Larry Madison. 4 points the difference now in favour of the Lions in the final term, which has been in progress 16 minutes.
That's Bahajar kicking the ball back there, but intercepted by Taylor. This could have given Fitzroy their second wind as the ball goes back there towards centre half forward, tapped away by Lewis. Carlson's in there too. They're all falling over left and right as it comes out now to Watson. He's been a pretty quiet play, but he's found Hurd out there, and he takes the mark at half forward, a good 70 metres out from goal. Oh, he's going to go for a run. He better get rid of it quickly. He's gone for a pass to Neagle. Neagle's kick is a long one. Up there towards the full forward zone. Crow at the back, trying to juggle the mark. He'll play now. He called play on. Thompson taps the ball out, but he's clear. They're all standing back arguing as he fires at the goal. Will he put it through? Well stopped by Serafini. Beautiful defensive play. So it's 13-12, 90 Fitzroy. to Essendon, 12-15-87.
What a thriller this is. 3 points the difference. Anybody's match. Laurie. Had a great first half, Grant Laurie. Looks for David McMahon. Couldn't find him. It's in the glue pot there. Shane Hurd picks it up as if it were dry, then throws it out. Harris to Conlon. Good handball from Fitzroy. Conlon tackled by Neagle when he didn't have the ball. Looks for a free. Decides for the soccer off the ground. Francis. The ball is successful around Foles. Gives it in turn up towards Conlon again, who's made position well to take the hand pass. He fires at goal. That's not a bad kick into the 10-metre square. Only to see Merritt there. Off the hands and through for a behind.
Look.
Yeah, that sums it up pretty well. Phew.
It's a game and a half, Peter.
Certainly is. 12-15-87 to 13-13-91. Still 4 points the difference. Oops, they all missed it out there. A chance for Essendon to pick it up and go forward. Carey's kick is a short one. Looks for Terry Danaher. Parrish is there with him. Watson comes in to lend assistance. Parrish in plenty of trouble. Hurried handball is unsuccessful. Watson again. Plenty of Essendon players. They're backing up better, but they can't break clear. And the umpire has decided to ball it up on the centre wing. The crowd takes a breather. 12-15 to 13-13, 87-91. Simon Madden, I see, off the field, warming up on the boundary line. Justin does the ruck work. Now he's got it back again from Parrish. Crow goes for the punch. Thompson, well tackled. Hurried handball. Knock on by Crow is successful to Hurd. Oh, Hurd gets overrun by about 8 players and will take a free kick. Shane Hurd, who certainly added some bite to the Essendon packs after half-time.
10 kicks since half-time, Peter.
That is certainly a fine effort. He's gone for the handball on this occasion. Snapshot at goal for Essendon by Neagle. Out of bounds on the full. Penalty to Fitzroy. Andrews will stand on the mark and the free will be taken by Serafini. 19 minutes have elapsed in the final term. There's just Simon Madden coming back onto the ground as Serafini takes his free kick, goes around the members' stand flank. Francis missed the mark. Harris was grabbed when not in possession and will take the free kick for Fitzroy. Leon Harris at left half back to get Fitzroy out of danger. A thriller this match is. One of the best finals we've seen for a long time. In towards centre wing. Stoneham tries to break clear. Well tackled. The tackling has been good on both sides today. Picked up by Quinlan eventually. Long handball. Francis. Effective balk. Puts the Lions into attack up towards half forward. Nobody can take the mark. Here's Carey eventually. Takes the crumbs well to Madden. Madden goes for the handball. Watson in turn to Neagle. Long kick by the Essendon centre man to right half forward. Taylor misses the mark. Smith backs him up. Having plenty of trouble. He's got an attack of the fumbles at the crucial moment. Harris backs him up in turn and the ball over the boundary line for the throw-in.
Out of bounds about 40 metres around from the Bomber goal. At the moment they're trailing by 4 points. And we're, just on 20 minutes into this last quarter. Alexander goes for the big grab and gets a hand pass. A beauty, 2 out there to Conlon at half back. The ball across to centre field. Oh, Mark de Manane ready to send Fitzroy back into attack. They've got their second win back, I think. There's the kick, a short pass. It'll be okay. Wilson's grabbed it on the line out there at centre half forward. So he should go for the long kick. Get it up there to Bernie Quinlan if he possibly can. Quinlan making a lead now. He's found him. And Quinlan would be about, about 45 to 50 metres out from goal. Already kicked one. And of course, this distance shouldn't trouble Super Boot. A goal here would put them 10 points in front. We're approaching the 21-minute mark. They've put up a great performance here today, Fitzroy. There's the kick by Bernie Quinlan. It's a magnificent kick. It's a goal. What a goal. What a goal by old Super Boot. So it's 12-15-87 Essendon to Fitzroy, 14-13-97. Well, that was a magnificent goal, Peter.
10 points the difference in Quinlan producing the goods at the stage of the match that they certainly were required, but we remember what Essendon did to Carlton a few weeks ago at Princes Park, so I can safely say that that lead isn't enough to take Fitzroy into the first semi-final. 21 minutes have gone in the final term. 10 points the difference in the Channel 7 Elimination Final. Alexander to Francis was good ruck work up towards half forward. Quinlan again, playing for mark. Has he got it? Free kick, says the umpire, and a 15-metre penalty.
Well, not too happy about that, Essendon, Peter.
Well, the umpire originally gave him the mark. He got the treatment. I think you saw it on screen. And anyway, the umpire, Kevin Smith, saying a 15-metre penalty was required. Oh, goodness me. This makes it interesting. Quinlan, 40 metres out from goal. Fires. That looks okay. 2 points. Essendon scores 2 goals in about 45 seconds. And so Fitzroy, 15-13, 103, Essendon 12-15, 87.
And we're at the 22-minute mark, and things are not looking too good. We see this incident in replay again.
He takes the mark from them. There's not much doubt about this. And let's see if we can see this treatment that he got after the mark. He gets one a little bit too high. There it was there.
At the back of the neck.
At the back of the neck, so the umpire was right. In the Channel 7 Elimination Final, it's 22 and a half minutes gone, 103-87.
Centre bounce again, knocked out by Simon Madden. The ball hits the deck again. They pile in there, and the umpire's going to ball it up down towards Fitzroy's centre-half forward position. Well, they're doing it well at the moment. They're 16 points in front. That's going to take a bit of wearing down. You must be feeling pretty good. They look pretty sick there for a while in this last quarter. But they've come back. Superboot kicking 2 magnificent goals. There's Danaher's kick is smothered by Taylor. Finally, it's forced out again. A chance for Laurie. There's no doubt about it. Fitzroy have got their second win now. They're really playing football. Out there towards Manane. Kicked off the ground by Carlson. Manane, a beautiful pick-up. And they swing back into it. Now he gets a hand pass. Looking there for Lewis. He tries to tap it over to Francis. Francis stares out of the pack. A hand pass to Carlson. This is dangerous. A running shot for goal. And he's put it through with a goal. And you can put it in your glass about Fitzroy now. 16-13, 109 Fitzroy to Essendon, 12-15, 87.
Well, you're quite right about Fitzroy getting their second win. They really have got their tails up now, and what a goal that was. They're finishing a little bit better. I think early in the final term I said they were looking tired and Essendon were finishing the better. Well, they've certainly proved me wrong. Francis, a fine pick-up and good handball to Carlson, who'd made position well, and Carlson a long kick at goal, a great shot, and he put it through for full points. Is he happy? 24 minutes gone now in the term. Can Essendon come back? They need Neil Danaher, but of course he's not playing today. Free kick for on the shoulder. Bahaja to take it. And the umpire indicating where the mark is. They've got time on in which to kick 3 goals. Can they do it? Madden takes the mark at half forward. Essendon skipper certainly had a down day today. Madden to full forward. Here's a chance. The ball into the open spaces now. Picked up by Hurd. Grabbed but not in possession. The umpire calls play on. It comes to Schultz. Schultz spins around. The Bombers need a goal. Has he let them down? It's out of bounds on the full, or maybe a point. It's one behind for Essendon, and that takes the Bombers total along now to 12-16, 88. Fitzroy 16-13, 109. A difference of 21 points.